Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Echoing. Fine Thursday to you all. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up, Tuka buddy? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. How is everyone tonight? What is up? Big Hills up, Dylan Hunter. Big time Timmy Jimmy Darkin. Welcome, everyone. Hey, thank you for the necklace, Softus. So today, I don't know what we're doing tonight, honestly. So the plan for tonight's stream, we're gonna do some Dominus Remastered draft on Magic Online. There's also a modern deck that was a backup, but Magic Online is down. So no Magic Online, which kind of threw me for a loop because I just had all Magic Online stuff planned. So now, trying to figure out what to play tonight. So if you got any ideas, I mean, I got some decks. So we always have decks. But if you have ideas, I thought about maybe doing some brewing, like Against the Odds live, where we pick a card and try to build the deck around it on stream. Could be kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, though, if there's something y'all want to see. Cloudy Music, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for you. Thank you. What am I most hyped for to brew around from Phyrexia? All will be one. I don't think I can answer that because Elish Norn, obviously, that's my number one. It's a Panharmonicon. It's a really sweet Panharmonicon. So Elish Norn is number one, but this has so many brew arounds. I'm really hyped for Mondrag. I'm hyped for Drivnod. I'm hyped for All Will Be One. I'm really excited about Ickermoon Gauntlet. I think Super Friends could be a thing. There's sweet Phyrexian Vindicator stuff. I'm really excited for that. I'm hyped for Takufo, the Proliferate Panharmonicon. I want to try Mono Green. There's some good Mono Green stuff. I want to try Super Friends. And that's just the mythics. Like, there's so many awesome cards to build around in this set. So it's going to be a good one. There are so many sweet things to play. Did I see the blue pod? Yeah, I did see the blue pod, the commander pod. Honestly, I'm not sure what to make of that card. I love the design. I love the flavor of it. So you got to cast a spell, exile a spell you can draw. I'm trying to figure out how it works compared to like Chaos Wand or whatever the upgrade, Wand of Chaos, Wand of Wonder, whatever the AFR one was. I wonder if it's like in that same space. Like, is it better or worse or different? I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. I am excited for trying it though. There's no way First Against Odds isn't Elish Monicon. I mean, we're going to be playing some Elish Norn, that's for sure. There's no way we're not playing Elish Norn in the near future. We got a new donation from Aracalypse. Need to play Revel in Riches on stream. Ooh, I mean, I feel like we've played Revel in Riches before, but I don't know if we ever played it on stream. Precursor Golem didn't win the poll a couple weeks ago. Really curious about how that would have done. I would guess poorly, but poorly in a way that'll do really hilarious things. There's a new Secret Lair. Secret Lair alert. Is it really? I missed it. I was doing other things today. I see December super drop on the site. Is there? It can't be that. It's not December. December was. Wait. Okay. This is an old one. I have not seen the new Secret Lair. Is it a good one? Probably on the Reddit. Everything's on the Reddit. Elf, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. Actually, the Reddit's all. Oh, I see. Draw. Wait. Is it this? Draw your hand. Presenting my very own Secret Lair. Wait. Is this a real Secret Lair or is this a fan Secret Lair? It looks like it could be. Is it real? Is this the one? I don't even know if that's real or not. Is this something a fan posted to Reddit or is that a Secret Lair drop? Scarecrow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. Oh, where's our... I don't hear the splash. I don't see the chat. Oh no. Hang on. We got to fix this. So if we go to this, click this. I'm very good at streaming. Professional streamer. Refresh. Boom. Did that fix it? No. Where is our chat arena? Okay, refresh. Are we good? Are we working now? Yes, there we go. Okay, we did it. I mean, that's kind of, the art is unique. The art is unique. Bruna, counterbalance. It is hard to read. Eldrazi conscription. That's sweet. Deafening sign. I kind of like it. I mean, I like weirder, far out, like, some of my favorite Secret Lair drops are ones that look like music posters, like band artwork, and that kind of looks like that. So honestly, will I buy this? Probably not. I don't know what I do with a Counterbalance, a Bruna. Eldrazi Conscription I play on occasion, but that's always in modern decks, and I don't think I'm going to build, like, against the odds modern Eldrazi Conscription in paper, so I don't know what I do with any of these cards, but I do like the art. The art is sweet. Oh, also, chat, I got to show you this. I don't know if you saw this. I tweeted about it. This blows my mind. This blows my mind. Since we're playing on Arena Day, we gotta trash Arena a little bit. Crush, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And Lucid with the gifts up to Helichrome. Hey, what's up, Arios W over you? So Magic Online. Oh, it's so funny. So Magic Online, let me see if I can find this article. So you know Arena. We're on Arena right now. If you go to the store on Arena, we'll come back to this. If you go to the store at Arena, they sell you card styles. You can pay many monies of your hard-earned dollars and buy card styles. Like if you go to these bundles, you'll see, like, let's scroll down here. Wow, Arena's a little laggy, or maybe my computer's a little laggy. But these bundles, like if you want, I don't know, these lands, I guess, are on sale right now. Normally 3,000 gems to get those land card styles, or whatever. There's a bunch of these planeswalkers, the Borderless Legends, normally 2,800 gems on sale right now. So Magic Online just announced, and I know this is a bad day to be saying this because Magic Online's down right now and we're not playing because of it, but Magic Online just announced they are going to start selling cards in the store. So, for example, with the new set, the Planeswalkers, Jace Perfected Mind, Luca, Nahiri, Nissa, Vraska, the 5 mythic Planeswalkers from the set, you can go to the store and you can spend $15, which I actually did the math and is basically the same as 2,800 gems, like very close if you do the math on it. But you can spend $15 and you don't just get card styles, you get the actual cards. You're getting the actual cards that are also in that style, rather than just the card styles. Same with the new fast lands. $5. $5. You get the extended border, and you're not getting a card style of the fast lands. You're not spending, whatever money to make it look pretty. You're getting the actual real card, and you really own it, and you could resell them or trade them or whatever. But I mean, you're essentially like $1 a piece for the fast lands with the extended art. So it kind of blew my mind. Like, I'm so used to Arena's monetization, where you spend so much money on card styles. Seeing Magic Online just be like, we're just gonna straight up sell you the cards at a pretty fair price. It's pretty exciting. So hopefully that makes the tick price. Yeah, it should make it cheap. The option to buy them in the store should mean that the cheap versions are even cheaper than that, and the store price was not bad. But anyway, let's do our reminders. We'll talk about these decks. Maybe we do some brewing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I might be posted in Discord. I hope you get to try it out. Hey, thank you, Magikarp. Reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up on there. We finished spoiler season today. If you missed it, we did some Blightsteel surprising for against odds yesterday. That was actually a really fun against odds. We did cool things. Our opponent did cool things. Our opponent did not cool things like punting. It was a really wild episode. So if you haven't seen it, check it out on the YouTube. Tons more to come next week, by the way, on Thursday, early access day. So we'll get to start checking out the new cards on next Thursday's stream. And a reminder, our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, maybe from Phyrexia will be one, or maybe from an older set, whatever, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmat, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated, never required. $2 more, get your message read on stream. That was a great video. I went to go grab Blightsteel and hit the brakes when I saw the $50 price tag. I know Blightsteel is so ridiculously expensive. So what are we doing tonight? Really, that is up to all of you. Let me see thingin'. So that's really up to all of you. Like I said, Sky Rhino, eh? I do like the Elish Norn Rhino plan. Even Abundant Mall. We're going deep on the Siege Rhinos. The whole 8-mana Emerge Siege Rhino. And it's got Eldrazi Displacer. I do love Eldrazi Displacer. That looks super sweet. So we're gonna play Magic Online. We're gonna do some drafting with Dominaria Remastered. Also had a modern deck, but like I said, Moto's down. So then in last minute, once I found out Moto was down, because they said it was supposed to be back at 5. So I was like in the Discord like 10 minutes ago, like, is it really gonna be back? Is it really gonna be back? And they're like, hopefully. And then they're like, no, it's gonna be another hour and a half. So I was like, all right, well, we will figure it out. So at the last minute, I started scraping around trying to find something sweet to do. So here's what I came up with. Here's our our options. There's this Grixis Creativity deck that looks pretty sweet. I think the Grixis Creativity deck, it's based on the Lotus Field Sage of the Falls infinite combo, which is kind of cool. So that's a possibility. We could try that deck. There is straight up eggs, like the modern deck that everyone hates because it takes forever to combo off. But this is the Magic Arena version, taking advantage of Semblance Anvil and Cloud Key to reduce the cost on artifacts, so we can hopefully play through our entire deck and win with Aetherflux Reservoir. So we could try some egging. We could also just do some brewing. It crossed my mind that maybe we do. So I was trying to figure out, like, if we go to cards that are actually not in my collection, and my collection because of content's pretty big. If we look at like rares and mythics not in my collection, could we find a card that we've literally never played before, and build a deck around it? Could we build a Kinsbale Cavalier deck, or Rock's Faithmender deck, or Rescue Retriever deck? There's actually a few options. There's a lot of Planeswalkers. There's a lot of Alchemy cards mixed in, but there's some stuff that we haven't seen before. So we could do some brewing. We could, I don't know, brew it around, whatever. So there's all kinds of options. Let me know what you're feeling. What are you thinking? Ooh, Miram Sentinel Worm. I know the dragons keep popping up. The dragons that from Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. I keep seeing them in my collection. I'm like, oh, I really wanna go off with those. It seems like it'd be so sweet. Oh, there's another Secret Lair. All right, another Secret Lair, and then we'll figure this out. What's this Secret Lair? Winter Super Drop. This is, I don't know the name of this one. City Style. So what do we get here? We get Massacre Girl. Boy, they're really all in on the anime these days. They've realized that anime people actually spend a lot of money on things. Massacre Girl, Shakashima the Imposter, Azusa Lost but Seeking, Tisa Garlov, Paradise Mantle. I think what Wizards has realized, all these cards are cheap, right? Is Sakashima expensive? I think that Wizards realized, how much is Sakashima? Before I say it's cheap, maybe it's not. Oh, it's like $10. I think Wizards has realized that if they put anime art on cards, they can print really bad cards, and people will still pay a lot of money for them just for the art. I think Wizards has cracked it. Sadly, Confusion in the Ranks is not on Arena, so we don't have an option. We can't switch to Magic Online because the Magic Online's down, so we're limited by what is on Arena. Dries with a $5 donation. Before we get too deep into this, just a thought. The reason Wizards address leaks without changing anything is because they leaked it themselves. Power creeping, leaking cards. I don't think Wizards leaked them this time. I really don't. I do kind of buy into the conspiracy theory that Wizards has maybe done that in the past. I don't think they would leak that many cards, like every rare and then a bunch of the chase mythics in the set. That seems unlikely to me. When it's one random card that pops up, totally believe that it could be. Yes, if you got a deck list, send it in. Suggest it. Oh, also, chat, how are you feeling about a viewer battle stream on Tuesday? Are we to the point where we want to do some viewer battling? The question is basically, would you rather do it now? Let's combo off with creativity real quick as we figure out what we want to do. Would you be down for viewer battling? If you want to do viewer battling, well, let me see, Mike Province. Yeah, send me lists, and maybe we'll try some of your lists. Because like I said, usually I have a plan for decks when we go into the stream, but this one got kind of messed up by Moto being down. What format? Probably Arena format. So anything from Standard back through Historic and Historic Brawl. So I think if you would like to viewer battle and you want to make sure your name's on the list for the Tuesday stream, send me an email. Let me know your arena info so I can challenge you and what format you want to play. Modern's if there's enough demand for Modern, then we could do Modern for viewer battle as well, like at the end of the stream or something. But normally most people want to play arena formats. You want to see eggs? We can try eggs too. Let's see if we can combo off with this, and then we'll try some egging. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they were excited for eggs before. Hey, what's up, Monster ZZ? How are you? Wasn't there a Momir bot in the chat a while back? Oh, I think a long time ago. Esper Flicker, eh? Getting sick of the anime art. For me, like, the anime art's not for me. It's not my... I don't really care about anime. But hanging out with Krim makes me appreciate it, because Krim just loves it so much that that I can appreciate it for his sake, essentially. Even, let's send a crab message. Clack, clack. I appreciate it for him, even though it's not something I care about. No one can afford to buy eggs anymore. They want to see someone with them. I mean, there is an upside to living in rural upstate New York. There's eggs everywhere. Drive around the corner, you got people with barns full of eggs. You can get some. Have you ever had farm eggs? So honest, have you ever had farm eggs? This always freaks me out a little bit. If you ever go to the store and get eggs, boy, I have so many eggs thoughts, actually. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. You know what drives me crazy? People checking their eggs at the store. Are you an egg checker? I'm very curious. This is the Grixis Indomitable Creativity deck. Are you an egg checker? Do you go to the supermarket? Oh, it drives me crazy. Just put the eggs in your cart. Just put them in there. They're either broken or they're not broken. Like that, it's fate. You can't really do anything about that. What are you gonna do if there's an egg? I don't check eggs. It's fate. You can't do that. You just gotta roll with it. You just grab it and put them in the cart. Usually, I mean, I don't know. I'm not very careful with my eggs either, I guess. I kind of just toss them in the... Wow, everyone checks their eggs? Oh, no. So I'm the weird one? Oh. I always like, come on, people. Just, you're slowing me down. I got Magic to get to. I got Magic to play. I don't got time to sit here as you check each one of your eggs. There's 18 in there. That's a lot of my life. Boy, it's like, waiting in line for eggs, making your bed, all these things that just eat up time. Time is finite. Think of all the magic that we've lost in our lives as people check eggs in front of us. But apparently everyone actually checks their eggs. So y'all are. I'm sure I'm the weird one. Actually, I've come to grips with that. I'm always the weird one. Oh, this Fire Prophecy not doing much. All right, let's Xander's Lounge. Oh, all right. Well, we'll play a Stormcarved Ghost and pass the turn. Not doing anything. I check the eggs and put it back if it's broken. I check the eggs to just make sure there's a broken one, because I think it's good luck. This is the Grixis Indomitable Creativity deck. The Lotus God deck. Well, let's Fire Prophecy this. Put a land to the bottom. And Fire Prophecy this. Put a Xander's Lounge to the bottom. Oh! That's a creativity. Combo time. It's combo time. It's combo time. Indomitable Creativity 1 and 2. Get the clue. Get the crab. Target them both. And now the fun begins. Lotus God. Sage of the Falls. Yes, we would like to draw a card. Yes, we'd like to discard a card. Yes, we'd like to make an insect. It's a combo. It's a combo. And that's game. Hasty Insects. Hasty Insects for the win. Yes. Oh, maybe this deck works. Oh, my real question, though, before we got sidetracked about egg checking, my real question was, have any of you actually... This combo is kind of sweet. Have any of you had farm eggs? Like the brown farm fresh style eggs? I've always wondered about this, because there's a lot of farm eggs around here, but they occasionally have like weird speckles of blood in them. And it creeps me out, because the store eggs never have that. Apparently I check the farm eggs. Apparently I check the farm eggs, but not the store eggs for some reason. Well, I mean, is that something I should be worried about, or is that just normal? But why don't the store eggs look like that? Are they bleached or something? It's the washing. Okay. Yeah, I guess the store eggs are probably like super processed. But they're still safe to eat then. Okay. Well, we got started about the expensive eggs. And now I wanted to know if I was okay to eat the farm eggs. Because it is pretty convenient. What do we want to sideboard here? Not mono green. We saw a bread land. I don't know what our opponent's doing. Green red devotion? I don't even know what this card is. Blind secrecy. Counter a non-creature spell. Conjure a duplicate creature into your hand. If there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, draft a card from its... Wow. I mean, I guess we're supposed to bring that in as a negate, but that is a lot of text for a card that doesn't even exist. That's a lot of text for a card that isn't real. All right, let's try it like that. Boom. Yeah, everything is ridiculously expensive these days. I know, we don't have Worldspine Worm or Xenagos on Arena yet. Or hey, what's up, Dandy Floss? How are you? Or Blightsteel. Someone was asking me about Blightstealing. Like, if we can make the Blightsteel deck work on Arena. I'm surprised. Blightsteel seems like the kind of card... Seems like the kind of card they'll put in the next anthology. Like, we're doing all the poison stuff again. It's pretty iconic. It would be on theme. I wouldn't be surprised if the next historic anthology has... Well, this is fine, right? Because we can put Locust God to the bottom. Yeah, we'll try it. Could we make a Harmless Offering Fateful Handoff Explorer deck? We could. Although, what would we be handing off? That's always the challenge. What are we actually going to hand off with it? Because yeah, Blightsteel, people would buy Blightsteel for sure. Even though it's not good anywhere, people would buy it. Ooh, Dragon's Approach. Dragon's Approach is always super fun. What does this do? Nothing. Flips. The flipping's relevant. All right. Well, gain 2 life. Yeah, the new Oil Demon, once that comes out, I'm actually kind of excited to try in Standard with the Oil Demon. The problem is Fateful Handoff can only give away creatures and artifacts, right? That's the trick. Like, Harmless Offering can give away anything, so it's super easy. Fateful Handoff, though, can't give away, like, the 9 lives. Ooh. We are currently playing Historic. Interesting. So, we need a little bit more mana. Is there a way we can win next turn? So if we Stormcarve Coast, Prismari Command, kill this, make a treasure. I think we need 2 more turns because we got to put the Locust God away. All right, let's just do it this way. Let's Xander's Lounge. Let's Fire Prophecy. Kill that. Locust God to the bottom. I think we can win in 2 turns, hopefully. I'm brewing a Venerated Rot Priest Light Pause deck for Pioneer. It looks sweet. People are hyped for that. I did not realize how hyped people are for Venerated Rot Priest. I thought, like, oh, it's a cool protection card. I didn't realize that people were all in building around it. And some of the lists that people have sent me look really sweet. So I'm getting more and more hyped for it because of that. Loadstone. Are we getting staxed? Are you what is our opponent doing over there? This deck is interesting. I've pulled up everyone's decks. We'll look at them after this match. We'll look at them. Auras and Pump Spells. How fast can you kill with it? Any more historic Brawl vids in the pipeline? Yeah, I'm trying to do about 1 a month. So there will be more coming. There's not one in the immediate pipeline, like in the next few days, but there will be more. So Prismari Command. Yeah, let's destroy target artifact. Make a treasure. Let's do it now while they're tapped out. Make the treasure. Pass the turn. If we draw an untapped land, we can combo. Hey Seth, I'm sad that Moto is down. I was playing a new Reality Acid deck. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, is this like Gruul Eldrazi? That's spicy. And also bad for us. Well, we gotta kill this. Yeah, we'll put the land to the bottom. Play Hard Evidence. And pass the turn. Where's the creativity? Hey, so I was playing the Dimir Iseric combo FNM. Best answer to Solitude. Solitude is not very answerable. That is the joy of the Evoke Elementals. I guess a counter? Like, you can't even Force of Negation it, though, so you actually have to have mana up. Which color Dominus am I most excited for? I might have to do, like, a Dominus ranking at some point. You can just put a link in the chat if you want to share one. For me, Dominus-wise, green is at the bottom by quite a bit. I think it's green at the very bottom, red number 4, and then the other 3 I'm all pretty hyped about. I think it would be black number 3, because it's kind of just Tisa Karlov with a Yargle body of all things. So okay, green at the bottom, green last, red second to last, in the middle at number 3, black, number 2 blue, the proliferate one, and number 1 white. The white one, maybe that's a little boring because it's just Anointed Procession. I'm just like, think I can build such a sweet deck with ooh, Fable the Mirror Breaker. I think I can build such a sweet deck with... yeah, I guess we hit Kiora. I think I can build such a sweet deck with it and Rotodrobic in Standard. Like, we should be able to do some ridiculous stuff with Rotodrobic and the white one. And also the black one. Like, you put them all together. I wish they didn't all the pieces didn't cost 4 or 5 mana. That's a bit of a bummer. But outside of that issue, it should be able to do some really cool things. I mean, blue Dominus, Doug, is it just a combo piece in Commander, basically? To me, it just looks mostly like a combo piece. Like, you play it and win the game. Although the sticker thing cracks me up. I think that's my favorite part, is you can combo with the sticker combo. Oh, none of this stuff lets us combo off. So I guess we crack a clue to draw a card. That Thought Knot got us good. Pass the turn. Trying to stay alive. So oh, actually, no, the sticker combo is not with it's not with the blue Dominus. It's with Unikis or whatever, the other blue legend. The Grand Architect one. Ew. Alright, that's a little awkward. Opponent, Loadstone Golem. Opponent's deck is interesting. It's a pretty stacksy looking deck. Well, okay. Prismari Command. Loot. Blow up Worm Coil. Ooh. That's a indomitable creativity. Do you have another Thought Knot Seer about it? We will not block. About it, it's us denied. And passes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, with the Unikis, you can use Clever Conjurer. You can use Clever Conjurer, which can untap a permanent not named Clever Conjurer. And if you use a name sticker to change its name, it can untap itself. And then you loot through your entire deck and win with Thassa's Oracle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so X2. Blow up you. Oh, they could have removal. I wonder, should we be waiting? Oh, do we even go for it here? Actually, you know what we can do? Maybe we just over... Yeah, let's go X3. This should work. And blow up all of our creatures. Well, if we're doing that, we should go X... Yeah, alright, X3 is fine. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Opponent says nice. It is not. Wow, it's just a Bonder's Enclave. GG. And there's the combo. And we do the thing. And GG to you. The Locust God combo is a sweet way to finish it. Do we know if planes in Magic are round like planets? Are planes just planets? Do you think MTG civilizations have flat plane conspiracy people? I mean, I'm sure they do. Oh, don't get me oh, the whole flat earth thing is so funny to me. I've watched a couple of documentaries about flat earth stuff, and it's just so funny because of people. It's so funny. You see people doing the test, and the test like prove that the earth is round, and they just can't accept it. It really, I mean, I guess I should feel, I do feel a little bit bad at people because they do seem genuine in this very just so far out there, unbelievable belief. I think they do genuinely believe it. And in some ways it's a little scary because you can see how like a human mind can be so deceived that it can believe something that is just on its face not true. Like in this year, like if it was 1500 or whatever, like I get it. Like people were figuring it out. We didn't have the knowledge we do today. But in 2023, it is not hard to figure out that the earth is round. That's just not even up for debate anymore. We have a new donation from Wintermalot, $4.20. Very nice. Your YouTube videos always ask, what are your thoughts on the new cards? And my only thought is, I only want to see Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, turn all these into decks for the next 9 months. Well, I am hyped for, thank you for the donation, by the way, Wintermalot. I am super duper hyped for the set, so I will do my best to turn them into decks over the next few months. I mean, creativity felt good. Let's see these decks everyone sent in. What do we got here? In the nest of good and evil. Okay, so this is spicy. So this is like white black standard cards. Faithbound Judge. Oh, it's white black defenders. Ooh, that is definitely spicy. Although I don't know if I want to play standard tonight. I'm kind of waiting for the new set, but that is a very spicy standard deck. June Scales, perhaps Jun Scales. That looks sweet. Hangerback Gilded Goose. Oh, that actually looks pretty spicy. Corvold's kind of busted. Ozolith, Hardened Scales. I feel like Hardened Scales has potential in Explorer and Historic more than it's been given credit for. Dragon's Conjuring. Oh, the old dragon approach meme. Collect a Conjuring. Good way to get 2 Dragon's Approaches for the price of 1. Dragon's Approach is like, it's like the modern edition of Zombie Hunter or something. It's just like such a funny meme archetype. When it works, it's so hilarious though. It works in such a unique way. Life Company for Pioneer. Is it good in Soul Sisters? I mean, this is essentially Soul Sisters. Abzan Soul Sisters. I do like Soul Sisters. Johnny's pretty sweet. That looks sweet. Those are some sweet lists. Would love to see your Historic Brawl brews. I mean, Historic Brawl is definitely fun. I enjoy Historic Brawl. I don't know, would people enjoy Would people enjoy historic Brawl streams? That's the question. I mean, people watch them on YouTube. Is historic Brawl... Let's play another game with this before we switch. Is historic Brawl a... Do any of those decks really stand out for you? Is something you'd be interested in? Historic Brawl is 3 decks. I think it depends on what you're playing, though. I hear some people say that, but then when I play, it might be because I often am not playing like the very best commanders because I'm playing for fun. But when I play, that hasn't been my experience. My experience has been like, I usually play, if I play like 10 matches, I usually play mostly 10 different decks. Like, more often than not, I'm going to play against a whole bunch of different decks. So I haven't played much since the latest Alchemy came out. So I have heard some people saying that it's kind of bad because of that. But why do people, I don't get it. Why play Historic Brawl like that? What's the point? It's like, it's a for fun queue. I don't know. I have noticed there's been a huge increase in content for Historic Brawl. Like, Legend and CBG, like, they've been doing almost all Historic Brawl lately. So I wonder if that is played into it. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's a way to grind out your rewards. Oh, this deck always kills me. I feel like I never beat this deck because I do never beat this deck. Winning is fun. Some people just run. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't get the spiky attitude for Historic Brawl. It's like firing up a cube draft. It's like firing up a cube draft and taking all the red aggro cards. Like, sure, you got me, but did you really win? you just spent your cube draft picking goblin guides. Like, sure, my life total 0, but I think I'm still the winner technically. If you really think about it, I think I'm still the winner. Dogamith with the gift sub to Urtai. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup Jeffrey, thank you. Oh, I didn't realize CGB actually pre-recorded it. I heard he was taking a break from Standard, but I didn't realize that Brawl was pre-recorded. Opponent. How bad is losing this crab? Not bad, really. Block. Opponent considers. We gotta stay alive for like 2 more turns. We make a lot of crabs. That might be our game plan. Just crab it up. All right, we drop to 10. Opponent passes Fire Prophecy. I'll discard and I'll just discard 1. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's very bad. Very bad. Oh, let me see Reality Acid list. Reality Acid is such a unique card. I do love me Reality Acid. Yeah, that was a bad draw. We need that in our deck. Huh, that changes things a bit. All right, go to combat attack. Yeah, now I'm not 100% sure if we live or not. When I was playing with fire. And there's a reckless charge. Okay, yeah, this is bad. This is real bad. So we lose our goblin. Oh, it's gonna be tough. Play the land. Play the hard evidence. Pass the turn. See if we can stay alive. Opponent. Can you beat a crab? Can you beat a crab? Yeah, we're gonna have to prophecy. I think if it wasn't for the play with fire, we could have went off last turn. But if we kill whatever they target with reckless charge, Oh, okay. So opponent just burns our face. Down to 7. Goes to combat. Attacks with everything. Block the Soulscar Mage. Fire Prophecy, Asymmetry Sage. Sage, it falls to the bottom. Oh my goodness, and it's a land. It's a land. GG. Oh, we actually beat this deck. Flip the Saga. Sure, not that it matters. Down to 2. And Indomitable Creativity. X2. Blow it up. Blow it up. Here comes the combo. And maybe this deck's actually kind of good. I mean, to each their own. I don't have any issue. Like, if you want to play Historic Brawl competitively, if that's what makes you happy, go for it. It's just not my. It's for me. I would, if I'm gonna play competitively, I'm gonna play like a not 100 card singleton format. I'm kind of the same way with Commander. Although, like, I have played CDH a few times, and it's actually fun. CDH would never be I don't think my primary way of playing Commander, because what I appreciate the most of Commander is the like social aspect, just hanging out with your friends and having a good time. And Magic is the conduit that makes it happen. Like that's kind of the draw of Commander for me. But the times that I've played CDH, I have enjoyed it. What deck builder do you recommend besides Tapped Out? Maybe MTG Goldfish. It's this new site. just coming out. Here's a Shadowborn Apostle Historic Brawl. Yes. Oh, Shadowborn Apostle is like max jank. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at. Is CDH is fun on occasion, but I don't think I'd want to do it all the time. Although, your decks are pretty strong, Doug. Every time you send me a deck, I wouldn't say it's CDH, but I think your decks pretty consistently are like one notch below what I would consider CDH. Like pretty much the top end of the casual scale. I don't know. What do you think about the power level of your decks? Is that where you would put it? Like about as high as you can get without crossing into the CDH threshold? All right, opponent's super aggro. Fatal pushes in. Maybe Brotherhood's ends in. Go down south of the equation. Trim. I don't even know what this does. Seek to non-land. Oh, it's another way to put stuff back on the bottom. I guess that makes sense. All right, here we go. Oh, the combo of the deck is Sage of the Falls Lotus Field. Sage loots whenever a non-human creature comes into play. So it loots, which triggers Lotus God to make a Hasty Insect, which then loots, and then Hasty Insect, and back and forth. Infinite Hasty Insects, and you win the game. Rotodrobic Historic Brawl. That's on my short list. I actually, before the last Historic Brawl episode, I think we just mulligan this. Before the last Historic Brawl episode that I posted on YouTube, that was the deck that I was going to play first before I decided to play budget Gix instead. I do love Rotodrobic. So the only thing about Niv is we can't really afford to Indomitable Creativity into a non-combo piece. What 3 decks do I have? Historic Brawl, I occasionally just like throw together. Historic Brawl is great because you can throw together a deck really quickly. So I'll find a legend that I'm interested in, and I'll just throw the pieces together and play it, and then, all right. Life would have been better if we had drawn some black manas, but that's okay. That's okay. We might be dead, but that's all right. Historic Brawl requires so many wild cards. I think that's only sort of true. Like, you need 100 cards, which is more than a constructed deck. However, oh god, here they go. However, the good news is, oh boy, yeah. That's a big Red Horde Arcanist. Opponent goes to combat, gets in, hits us. The good news is you can build some pretty budget-friendly decks. Like, I haven't found the same pressure to have the staples, and it's nice that you don't need a playset of things. So you don't need 4 Shieldreds, you only need 1 Shieldred. So I think it's really up to how you want to interact with it. And the matchmaking, I hear some people complain about it, but in theory, isn't it supposed to be if your deck is like bad and janky, they're not going to match you up with like fully powered Golos or whatever? I thought that was the... Wow, we're down to 11. We're super dead. I thought that was a gimmick. We have a new donation from... Oh, no. I missed a donation. Something snazzy 5 minutes ago. My apologies. You asked about Juggernauts Tuesday. How about third path Iconoclast with widespread thieving to Hideaway Cross? My version can get a 4 or 5 Juggernauts on turn 5. That actually sounds amazing. That's a super cool idea, Something Snazzy. And, oh yeah, we're so in trouble. Not hitting the black mana is going to be the death of us here. And, yeah. Every time I played Widespread Thieving, it has overperformed. I think Widespread Thieving is actually a pretty good card that no one plays, but I think it actually is a pretty good card. I really like the idea of Something Snazzy, and apologies for not getting that donation quicker. And Day and Wildfire $5 donation. I like Commander games that end, but everyone gets to do the thing. So I want decks that are high-powered with lots of interaction, but I try to avoid infinite combos with tutors. Infinite combos are fine as long as you're not tutoring them. I mean, I think that's more or less how I view Commander, except, I don't know, my games, I've come around to the game's ending. When I first started playing Commander, I didn't want the games to end. I just wanted to journal forever, but I've come around to wanting to be able to end the game sometimes. That's happened more and more playing at events too. When I play at an event, I've come to realize the problem with like a 3-hour game at an event is, yeah, we're just gonna mulligan that. The problem with like a 3-hour game when I go to like a Magic Con or something is it just makes it hard to play with anyone else. Hey Seth, this is my first time viewing on the Twitch app. I was wondering if you knew anything about the Gatewatch being completed by Phyrexia. Well, welcome to the Twitch stream. What a plan. Sorry for butchering your name. So what do we know about completed? We know the 5 planeswalkers are completed. We don't really know much beyond that though. So what do we know, chat? I know some of you are more Vorthosian than I am. All right, let's be. Oh, that's an instant. I guess that technically was an instant. We will put a Fire Prophecy to the bottom. I expect that they're going to come back. I expect that that it doesn't actually matter. That they're completed for the storyline, but they're going to be uncompleted, and everything goes back to normal sitcom style. But if there's more interesting lore, I would like to know. But yeah, sadly, I'm not the best person to ask about lore stuff. Gameplay stuff, I'm usually pretty on top of that, but lore stuff, not really my wheelhouse. Opponent, Reckless Rage. Oh, we might regret putting that removal spell to the bottom. Bottom and bottom. Ooh. Well, play this. Play Hard Evidence. Play this. Gain 2 life. Pass the turn. Do we even survive? Juggernaut for Commander. Oh, I am excited for Juggernaut in Commander. It's gonna be so bad. I was looking at today because we're gonna do a podcast like usual about our favorite Commander cards, and I wanted to put Graaz on my list, and I might still. Right now it's in my honorable mentions. But it's like, wait, are we just dying? How much damage is this? Oh, a lot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so we have, Yeah, we'll block. Down to 5. Draw land. Game 2. We might still be good. We might still be good. Fine. We never beat this deck either. Land. If that last card is a Spell Pierce, we cry. Otherwise... Hey! And a bonus scoops it up. Indomitable Creativity. Wow, I like this deck. I actually like this deck. So Graaz, I was reading it, and it's such a cool card. I'm really hyped to build it, but it's they could have juiced it. They could have juiced it a little bit, I think. I don't know. Like, is this card strong in any way? When I was looking at it, I actually think it's kind of a bad design. And hear me out. Hear me out. When I was looking at it power level wise, I think it's a bad design. So obviously, it's a Juggernaut commander. Danny Boyle Watch, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So hear me out. Here's why I think it's actually a pretty bad design. So if you think about Juggernaut, look up actual Juggernaut. Juggernaut, 4 mana, 5/3. Same abilities. Attacks each turn, can't be blocked by walls. Graaz, wouldn't you think that it should be like a double Juggernaut? I think 8 mana, that makes sense. That's like 2 Juggernauts. So 4 plus 4 is 8. I think this should have been 10 power. I think this actually, 8 mana 7/5 is just not a lot of power. I think this should have been like a 8 mana 10/6 to be double Juggernauts. As it is, like, a 7/5 is just not that big for that amount of mana, right? So you really got to depend on that last ability of turning your things into Juggernauts to actually be good. I'm also interested in how they're going to do this on Arena. It better just literally turn into a Juggernaut. I hope that rather than just like saying Juggernaut, it literally just turns into a copy of Juggernaut. But I think they could have boosted the stats a little bit on it. I think it could have boosted the stats. Yeah, that is kind of funny that it's not really good with Juggernauts. So you're better off just playing tokens and trying to turn them into Juggernauts and actually playing Juggernauts. Yeah, I guess limited is probably a part of it too. Maybe it would just be too strong. If it was an 8 mana 10 power creature, maybe that's just too much for limited. Do we want to try eggs? I mean, we found out that this deck's actually pretty good. Rise of the Juggernauts, eh? Let's see what this looks like. Turning your Phyrexian Walker into a Juggernaut. Yeah, I guess a commander being colorless is actually tricky, isn't it? There's not that many colorless token producers. That's actually something I hadn't thought too much about. It's not like you have a Decree of Justice or Secure the Waste where you're just like, boom, here's a million tokens. Now they're all Juggernauts. That looks sweet though. I like it. All right, eggs. Let's try eggs. Let's be dirty egg players. We're not checking it though. No checking. We don't got time for that. Seriously, y'all check your eggs. Jonathan. Excuse me. Oh man. I think I'm gonna. Wow. I'm choking on air. Sorry everyone. I think I need a little water. I don't think I'm gonna die, hopefully. I have a whole gallon of water. I won't die. There's nothing like a gallon of water to solve all your problems. Hey, see you Flaming Arrow. Choking on the eggs, indeed. It's because I didn't check my eggs. So we do need to make a sideboard really quick. So what do we put in the sideboard, chat? We need ways to stop Soul Guide Lantern. That makes sense. So this deck I found on Twitter. I haven't actually played it yet. It looks ridiculous. We'll see if it can combo off. Soul Guide Lantern seems good. What else do we put in the sideboard? Give me your picks. Do I think Phyrexia will shake up Modern? No, not really, sadly. I think the answer is... Ooh, Pithing Needle's a good one. Yeah, how do we answer a Karn? Ratchet Bomb seems fine. Yeah, Karn's a blowout, isn't it? Do you think, is Grafdigger's Cage better than Soul Guide Lantern? I mean, Perilous Vault? Karn Silex? How do we... What does this do? Whenever... Oh! Someone played this against me in Commander. This is basically a Panharmonicon. Remember this... You know what? I'm going to put this in the... I don't want to forget this card. This would actually be a fun card to build a deck around. When a creature enters the battlefield, if it was cast, exile it, then return the other permanent. So essentially, whenever you play a... Mightstone Weakstone's a good option. Whenever you play a creature, you get its ETB, and then it goes to exile, and then the next creature it comes out. That could actually be... There's got to be some sweet Baldur's Gate cards that we haven't built around yet. I guess that's true. We have these weird 5-color lands, and Chromatic Sphere and Chromatic Star. We need something that just answers any problem. Like an Assassin's Trophy. What's the best 1-color Assassin's Trophy? There's no Beast Within. Assassin's Trophy would work, but 2 colors is asking a lot. Need a sweeper. Yeah, I mean, we can play Karn Silex. It might be too slow. But Ratchet Bomb, Karn Silex. We need a way just to... Not Divine Gambit. Anything but Divine Gambit. We need to answer Karn, basically. We need a card that gets Karn off the battlefield. I think Meteor Golem is just too much mana. Oh, yeah. Volt Surge might be good. Is there anything else that requires us to sack an artifact? Sack artifact. Or sack artifact, destroy. Isn't there a black one? Or does it make you sack a creature? That only destroys a... Oh, the Crate Maker? Put Karn in a crate? Crate Maker might actually be good. Blows up Karn. 2 damage to something. I kinda want a Crate Maker. Let's put a Crate Maker in there. Wait, there was one other good suggestion. Haywire might. Oh, Volt Surge. Yeah. I mean, because we do have ways to make a little bit of colored mana. We can't make a ton, but we can make a little. So Pithing Needle, Soul Guide Lantern, Ratchet Bomb, Volt Surge, Crate Maker, Karn Silex, Mightstone and Weakstone. We actually probably want to play set a Volt Surge, I think. We can go like 1 Ratchet Bomb. 1 Ratchet Bomb, 1 Mightstone and Weakstone. All right, eggs. If you do not know the joy of eggs... This is an infamous deck in Magic's history. An infamous deck. So, if you go back in Magic's history, there was a modern archetype that went by this name. Yeah, Yumori's actually probably worth it. Good call. So there's a modern archetype that went by this name. It is known for being the slowest, boringest deck to play against. It got banned not because it was too powerful, but because it was just so obnoxious and it took so long that tournaments would run super long. So the idea of this is pretty, yeah, it is rare for decks to not get banned or to get banned for things other than being too powerful. This one, it made tournaments go too long. There's the infamous moment with Kibler, Hearthstonian master Brian Kibler, but was playing in I think it was a Pro Tour, and just wrote F6 on a piece of paper and put it on the table and walked away as his opponent was going through the eggs combo. So this is the arena version. So the idea of this deck's pretty simple. We are trying to play a bunch of artifacts that draw us cards, like Chromatic Sphere, Chromatic Star, Elsewhere Flash, Mind Stone, Sleeper Dart, Sculpting Steel can copy any of those, Mystic Forge lets us play through our deck. The trick is, we need to reduce the cost of our cards. With Cloud Key or Semblance Anvil, if we can reduce the cost, these cards suddenly become free. So we get to draw through our deck for free. Eventually we find Mystic Forge, so then we can play off the top of our deck as well, and then eventually we find Aetherflux Reservoir, so as we cast all of our eggs, eventually we get enough life that we just burn our opponent out, and that is the deck. That is all we do. There's nothing more to it than that. He says he knows something about lore. His MTG gameplay lore is... I very much, I don't know the lore of Magic cards as well as I know the lore of the game. Like the actual game, I love the history of the game and I love the history of the cards, but when it comes to like something that doesn't involve the game or the cards, that's where you lose me. If it's like, oh, something was written about in the Brothers War novels, you know, 20 years ago. Tomer could probably tell you that. I will have no idea. But if it's like, hey, something that happened at a pro tour or in old standard format or something, I probably might be able to tell you that. Because I find that really interesting. What was the original combo? So the eggs in Modern at its most powerful involved Carrot Clan Ironworks was the biggest payoff, and also Carrot Clan Ironworks and cards like Second Sunrise. So this let you sack things like Ichor Wellspring and other artifacts for mana, and then you would use Second Sunrise and face reward. So you would play your artifacts, you'd sack them all for mana. Once you ran out of stuff to do, you would just Second Sunrise, get all your artifacts back, do it again, loop through the deck, and then eventually, I'm trying to remember, what was the actual win con? What was the actual finish for this build of eggs? I remember you'd have like Conjurer's Bauble to like loop the bottom of your deck. It was a super miserable. It was not like an Aetherflux Reservoir. It was some incredibly. I learned a long time ago about eggs. One time, with looping Pyrite Spellbomb. You're right, looping Pyrite Spellbomb. I learned a long time ago the eggs does not make for good content. I made in the early days of Budget Magic. I made a eggs Budget Magic, and the deck was actually pretty good. And I thought it was sweet. And wow, no one watched it. I think it's the least popular Budget Magic of all time. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I learned people do not like sitting through eggs. What's my favorite standard season of all time? I mean, for me, I really love Con Standard. Like the era for me that I enjoyed most of Standard was probably Innistrad through Cons, maybe Theros. Like that era for me was what I personally enjoyed most. And I will say, like, I didn't really start playing Magic until around original Ravnica, and then I didn't really get serious about it for a little bit after that. So I'm sure there were some pretty good standards that I just missed in the early days of the game. But as far as ones that I was actually involved in, yeah, let's scry. So we're looking for Mystical Pizza Oven. Looking for Mystical Pizza Oven and then Aetherflux Reservoir, basically. Don't we just scry that to the bottom? Hey, what's up, Jesse? How are you? Good to see ya. The rumors of me starting with Theros were unfounded. About it. Blood Dive Harvester. Alright, I mean, we might get, Cloud Key too. So, to play this, scry, Sculpting Steel. Is that even worth it? I mean, our stuff's gonna get cheap. We already have a Sculpting Steel. Let's go bottom. Alright, so, Semblance Anvil. Exile the Cloud Key, I think. All of our artifacts cost 2 less. Elsewhere Flask, draw a card. Mind Stone. Sculpting Steel. Copy Sleeper Dart, draw a card. Oh, but we need, oh no, don't Thought Seize us. Oh no. All right, pass the turn. There's a pizza oven. As long as we don't get Thought Seized. How about it? What was your favorite? Oh, that's fine. That is fine. Fable away, my friend. Fable away. Con Standard, I think with hindsight is actually really good. Okay. So, can we win the game this turn, hopefully? Maybe. Opponent passes Radiant Fountain. So, well, Pizza Oven. Top card is a Buried Ruin. Exile it. Top card is a Forest. Draw it. Sleeper Dart for free. Oh, okay, draw that land. Get that out of there. Semblance Anvil. Oh, exile the Mind Stone. So now our stuff is literally free. Chromatic Star. There's a reservoir. There's a reservoir. There's a reservoir. There's a Sleeper Dart. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Draw a card. Chromatic Star. Trigger. Gain some life. Crack Chromatic Star. Oh no, we used a Mind Stone. That was a mistake. That's okay. Chromatic Star. Cast it. Aetherflux Reservoir for free. Cast it. Sculpting Steel. Cast it. Cloud Key. Cast it. And now it's time to make you die. Aetherflux Reservoir, you? Wow, that actually worked. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Wait, is this deck good? I thought this deck was super janky, but wow. Toy Monster, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup chip for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like how quickly it won. I like how there's no looping from the graveyard. So maybe this is eggs, but not nearly as miserable. We will update the deck list. And you know what else I think we want, now that I'm thinking about it, is Leyline of Sanctity in the sideboard. Because you know what's going to get us is discard. I think so what we'll do, let's finish this match. We'll fix the sideboard, then I'll export the deck list so everyone will have it. We're trying to find answers for Karn. So the best I could come up with is trying to crate him. Put him in the crate. I don't know if he sideboard anything, honestly. Let's run it back. Run it back, do that again. What else are we missing in the sideboard? Ooh, Jeskai eggs. Let me see. Let me see. Free artifacts. Ooh. Mechanaut. Another good cost reductor. Foundry Inspector. Ominous Parcel. Paradox Engine's a cool one. Ooh, Oracle. Do you think Oracle Alpha is worth it? This is... Oh, 0 lands. This is historic. The pieces do not exist in Explorer. Ooh, portable. Yeah, think of good sideboard cards. We'll have the deck list after this round. I can't export it until after we finish. Let's just put the forest to the bottom. All right, here we go. Please don't Thoughtseize us. Hey, Seth, I was listening to the latest Commander Clash podcast. Really interesting, by the way. The one card I thought of that I've always found good, but haven't seen others play much in EDH is Expressive Iteration. What do you think of it in Commander? The card's really good. I mean, it's a 2-mana draw, too. I think that it is, if you're a deck that wants cantrips and you're in the colors, play it. Like, I think if you're in Izzet and you're playing Ponders and Preordains and those kind of cards, play it. I think you should be playing it. So I think that's a good call. I think people should play that more. I wonder what its numbers are on EDH Rec, how often people do play it. But yeah, I totally agree. Is Bob too powerful for Standard? I lean towards no. We have such good removal these days that I don't think it's likely that Bob's just going to sit out and take over a game. So I think I'd be fine with Bob in Standard, honestly. Have I come down on Explore recently? Temporarily. Honestly, so they added Nykthos, and I was really hyped for Nykthos so I could play like Mono Blue Devotion and Mono Red Devotion. But now, like a month or 6 weeks after they released Nykthos, I found Explorer to basically be Mono Green Devotion and Rakdos on repeat. And the same is true of Pioneer. So I still like those formats a lot, and I know I'll come back around to them. But I found that the dominance of Rakdos and Green Devotion has made me play less Pioneer and Explorer in the last few weeks. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It'll come back around. I'm thinking so at MagicCon Philly, they have a Pro Tour. The Pro Tour, wow, 6%. That's actually pretty good. So at MagicCon Philly, they have a Pro Tour. Let's go bottom. Oh, here we go. Semblance Anvil. Exile Cloud Key. 2 mana off. Elsewhere Flash, draw a card. Oh, Crystal Grotto. That's not good. Alright, pass the turn. And I think that after that Pro Tour, that maybe we'll have some bannings based on the results of that. I'm also excited to try some of the stuff we're getting from Phyrexia. So I think that, I don't think it's going to unseat Mono Green. I don't know, what is your experience with Explorer and Pioneer, Ben? Come on, deck. Okay. Okay. Well, play the Grotto. Radiant Fountain definitely going to the bottom. Chromatic Sphere. Crack it to add a mana. Play the Reservoir. Play the Cloud Key. On Artifact. Sleeper Dart the Blood Tithe Harvester. That's not untapped past the turn. I mean, we're close. We are close. Yeah, I'm a little bored of Standard right now, but that'll change 1,000,000% once Phyrexia comes out. Like a week from today, we get early access to that, and then the next stream after that, we have the full release. So, Standard is way back on the menu. I mean, that's super normal for me though. Like. This is the normal process or progress. Let's go with progression. The normal progression of how the Magic schedule works for me. Like a set comes out, I'm super hyped for Standard. I play a ton of Standard, and then 6 weeks later, a couple months later, I'm like, okay, I've done all the Standard stuff. I wait for the next set, and then it's way into Standard again for a few weeks, and then that just repeats. So that's just how I interact with it. Do you have a list for Thursday's stream already? I do not. We just finished spoilers today. So now that spoilers are done, you got to do the top 10 lists. Got to do the 30 under 20 and work on deck lists are next on my list. So soon. If you have deck lists for next Thursday, let me know. Why don't we see more Damping Sphere to counter Mono Green Devotion? Oh, that's not a very good draw. Okay. Now what? I mean, I guess we just gotta go for it. Get back the Sleeper Dart, sack the land. I mean, I guess Buried Ruin's not bad. Sleeper Dart. Trigger. Please draw something good. We need the pizza oven. Well, Sleeper Dart, draw a card, gain some life. The incidental life gain is helping. Okay, Sleeper Dart, number 3, gain some life. Or maybe we just keep drawing Sleeper Darts until we win. Sleeper Dart. Show us a Sleeper Dart or a pizza oven. Oh my god, it's pizza oven. Okay, pizza oven. Now we might win. Cloud Key for free, yes. On Artifact. Exile Inventors Fair. Reservoir 2. Oh, we're gonna get there, I think. Come on, non-land. Oh, that's a Mind Stone. Oh, we're gonna win. Oh, wow. Oh, this deck's so good. And then we will respectfully shoot your face. Woo! Wow. Okay. I will say, not only did that feel good, but the deck doesn't feel miserable. It's not like we're sitting there forever. When we win, we win. Maybe this deck's sweet. So what? Respectfully, egg your face. So what's on your list for? Yeah, Ether Flux really helps. So what's on your list for the new set? What are you super hyped for brewing? Also, why are there not more Buried Ruins? Buried Ruin felt good there. Okay, so sideboard, tightening up the sideboard. Maybe do we even care about Soul Guide? I mean, I guess Soul Guide's fine. Volt Surge, Soul Guide. Mightstone and Weakstone. I really want Leyline. Because I feel like discard is what beats us most easily. We lose Yumari as a companion, but whatever. That's totally worth it in discard matchups. And then I kind of want more Buried Ruin, but I don't know what to cut. Oh, let's gain 1 life. Oh, 1 life is not much. I mean, the challenge is just finding our pieces. All right, I will export the deck list. Wait, oh, I don't have Buried Ruins? Okay, we will craft this. Is there anything that gives flash? What gives flash for this deck? Ivy Rot Golem. What is that one? Ivy Rot. I'm not even sure what Ivy Rot Golem is. Disco Inferno. Ooh. Yeah, we got to do a historic Brawl deck with a Planeswalker. I don't think we've played any with Planeswalker commanders. Eggs. And also, I don't know if there's any of you that were thinking about going to MagicCon Philly. If you were thinking of going to MagicCon Philly, but the thing that was standing in your way was the price of a ticket, I have a couple that I can give away. So, if that describes, it's such a hard thing to give away. I've been trying to figure out how to do this because the challenge is it's just a weekend ticket to the con itself. So you still have to have a place to stay. You still got to pay for food, or if you're not from the area, you're gonna have to pay for travel and all that stuff. So it's not like some all-encompassing thing that makes it a free weekend of awesomeness. But if that describes you, send me an email and I might be able to help you out. I don't have one for SCG&D, unfortunately. What's your Lich deck list, John Lich? Also, is your Twitch name a reference to Lich's Mastery? Been noticing lots of Historic lately. Let's put Alchemy to the side for a moment. My main complaint of Historic is because we don't see cards in legit formats such as Legacy and Vintage. I don't remember the last time we saw those formats. When you see fun old cards, your first instinct has been playing in Historic and forsaking actual 60-card formats. Just my thought. When you see fun old cards, give me an example, Jonathan. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I know we've played a decent amount of Historic lately. I think so. Part of the reason that we've seen a lot of Historic, and this will change once we get the new set, but kind of the issue is Standard is old at this point. We're at the stalest point of Standard, where we're waiting for a new set to release very shortly. So the link actually worked, John Lich. So we're at the oldest part of Standard, so that's not very interesting. We were just talking about Explorer. I've just found the meta to be very not diverse since Nykthos came around. So that kind of just leaves Historic as far as arena formats. So we've been playing a lot of Historic and Modern mostly. Monastery Swiftspear. We also got like all the retro artifacts, which are new to Arena. When there are cards that a lot of them we've played in the past in older formats. So that's the other thing that kind of makes them different. Like Lodestone Golem is a card we've played before, but it's kind of new because it's on Arena. So that's the other reason, I guess. Oh, opponent off to a fast mono red start. How did Goldfish come to be? So many streamers are under the Goldfish umbrella. Did you come up with Goldfish, or are you just the brain or the heart behind it? So really, Richard, who does the podcast, he's the one that originally founded Goldfish back in 2013, I want to say, is when it first started. And really it was mostly for Magic Online prices. That was the main reason he started it, is there wasn't a good way to see how much cards on Magic Online cost, and he wanted to know what how much they cost. So he started a website for it. And then I came on shortly after that to do the content stuff. Just very randomly, I was posting EV articles and stuff on Reddit, and that's how Richard first met me. So I came on and started doing content stuff, and then it just kind of went from there with the YouTubes and the podcasts, and then Krim and Tomer and Phil and more people coming on. So definitely has been interesting. An interesting ride. Wow, opponent, so much damage. We need to like almost win this turn? I don't know if that's possible. Oh, Radiant Fountain does help. All right, Radiant Fountain. Semblance Anvil. Exile a Cloud Key. Sleeper Dart. Draw a card. Scrap Trawler's interesting. Well, tap down the Swiftspear. Pass the turn. Opponent. If we can stall out for like another turn, maybe. We really need to draw the pizza oven. Opponent. Or just the Aetherflux Reservoir. That would also work. Oh, Electrostatic Blast. Okay. And opponent hits us down to 8. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's a card we cannot beat. That's a card we literally cannot beat. The Frozen Cell. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. Thank you. Oh, what do we even do about this? Yeah, I guess if we could gain back the life. So we need to hit the Aetherflux Reservoir now-ish to have any shot. All right, we dropped to 6. Copy Sleeper Dart, draw a card. Oh, Mystic Forge. Okay, play it. Play the land. Sculpting Steel to the bottom. Oh my god. Wait, can this work? Sculpting Steel. Copy Semblance Anvil. Eat the Scrap Trawler. Aetherflux Reservoir. Mines. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna beat this Eidolon? Up to 7. Up to 13. Yeah, Eidolon us. That's fine. Cloud Key. An artifact. Oh, we've gained so much life. We've gained so much life that I think we're good. We can even activate our pizza oven, get rid of the land, play a sleeper dart. Wow, maybe this deck is just legit busted. Chromatic Sphere, sure. Take the 2. We will activate the pizza oven, get rid of the land. Chromatic Sphere, take the 2. Scrap Trawler. Chromatic Sphere. Just to make sure. We need a little buffer. And then, yeah. Who's the burn deck now? Who's the burn deck now, Mono Red? Who's the burn deck now? Opponent thought they were the burn deck, too. I thought they had us, too. We had to get a little lucky. I actually kind of love this deck. It's actually super fun to play. I thought they had us for sure. Well, we're going to bring these Volt Surges, I think. Bringing the Volt Surges. So we lose Yumori as a companion. Go down like a Mind Stone. Maybe a Scrap Trawler. This deck's sweet. This deck is actually super sweet. Run it like that. Run it like that. I don't think we're going to ley line. I don't think it's worth it. I think this deck is also, I was looking at, let's look at our deck list. I think it's not that far away from being budget friendly, honestly. If you look at it, so I guess our sideboard up the rare counts 4, 5, 6, 7 rares to the sideboard. So not quite budget, but a lot. It's built around a lot of cheap artifacts, and the mana base is pretty cheap too. It's mostly uncommons. Unfortunately, like Semblance Anvil can't really cut it. Aetherflux Reservoir can't really cut it. Oh God! All right, I like the double Aetherflux Reservoir hand. We will accept the double Aetherflux Reservoir hand. Radiant and the double Radiant Fountain hand. A quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Found out that Tyver has metal arms. Apparently has the ability to mimic the composition of material he comes in contact with. Oh, I was wondering why his arms were so gnarly. I guess that explains it. Well, okay. Opponent found an Eidolon again. Thankfully, we got double Reservoir, which is kind of ridiculous. Opponent. We'll see how much artifact destruction they have. What do you think, speaking of artifact destruction, what do you think of Red Sun's Twilight? Alright. Bolts are face. How good do you think Red Sun's Twilight is? Well, Crystal got it. Grotto gain a life. Cloud Key. I mean, I think that's worth keeping. Reservoir number 1. Go. About it. Can you kill our reservoir? Land. Do you have artifact destruction? Yeah, I mean, it really is the new stuff from Brothers War, the retro artifacts that make it possible. All right, opponent has what they were looking for. Sure. So they have the artifact destruction. Well, a piece of artifact destruction hits us. Well, that's Mystic Forge. Good news is we do have another reservoir past the turn. All right, opponent. No more Kolaghan's commands. That's it. Only one. Only one. Maybe we need another way to protect our artifacts. About it. Ooh, double Eidolon. Okay. Gets in hit. We can play through. We can play through that. That's fine. Eidolon, Schmeidolon. If they kill the Aetherflux, then we're dead. Opponent passes. Oh, actually, maybe we're not fine. Are we not fine? On second thought. Everything we cast, we're taking 4? What's your thoughts on previously powerful cards coming back to standard such as Liliana or Phyrexian Arena? I would like to see more of it. Yeah, I hadn't really thought this through enough. So we cast this. We gain one. Okay. Pizza oven. Gain a life. I'm not sure we can outpace 2 Eidolons. That's the issue. We're taking 4 a spell, which is a lot. Not, oh, it's gonna be really close again. So we drop to 8, we cast a spell, we go to 4, but we gain 1, so we go to 5, we cast a spell. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, Dark Ritual is probably a little bit too good. But when it hits us, they should have fired up Den of the Bugbear, I think, and then they would have won. I mean, they could just have burn spells. Thoughtseize. Okay. I mean, they might still just win. Yeah, I wasn't thinking last game we had 2. We had 2 reservoirs going. All right. Oh, that's a reservoir. That's a reservoir. Oh, wow. Does that... So if we play this... Well, I mean, here goes nothing. Semblance Anvil. Take 2, gain 1. Exile a Sleeper Dart. Aetherflux Reservoir. Aetherflux Reservoir. Go up to 9. Sleeper Dart. Wow. We could fizzle. We can still fizzle. We're out of cards and mana. Oh, exile. All right, Chromatic Star is huge. That's a huge amount of life gain, right? So we go to 18. Sleeper Dart and Eidolon. Pass the turn. We're gonna win this. We're gonna double Eidolon. Double Eidolon. 2 Eidolons. That should not happen. Eidolon is like should be one of the best cards in the entire format against our deck. Oh! Oh. Oh. Okay. Hilariously, though, this means our opponent cannot cast spells anymore. Well, Semblance Anvil. Yeah, our opponent has locked themselves out of casting spells. Imprint is a May, so we can just cast it and not exile anything. That is legal. Huh. Yeah, let's just scrap Trawler. Gain 4, take 4. But our opponent can't cast spells. They've Eidolon locked themselves. They've Eidolon locked themselves out of doing anything. If they cast anything, they die. All right, Den of the Bugbear, sure. Goes to combat. Yup. Hits us. Well, we'll kill the Den of the Bugbear. Drop to 9. Get back the Sleeper Dart. Untap. Elsewhere Blast. I can't believe this is working. Aetherflux Reservoir is such a sweet card. Draw the land. Oh, another land on top. That's awkward. Sleeper Dart. Draw a couple cards. Or draw a card. Take some damage. Draw the land. Sleeper Dart. Yes, draw the Volt Surge. Buried Ruin. Sack Buried Ruin. Get back. What? Mind Stone, I guess? Get back the Mind Stone. Play the Mind Stone. Gain some life. Can never have too many reservoirs. Exile. Oh, another one. Sack the Mind Stone. Draw the land. Oh, all the lands. All the lands in a row. Well, tap down your Eidolon. Tap down your Eidolon. I guess we can Sculpting Steel. I guess we can just Sculpting Steel Elsewhere Flask. Yeah, maybe we should have just copied. Maybe we should have went for the third reservoir. Oh, actually, maybe we get there anyway. I mean, we're gaining so much life. I don't know why our opponent's even, like, honestly playing it out. How do they kill us without casting a spell? Up to... How in the world? How in the world did we actually pull it off? Oh, how in the world? Moto's actually back. Oh, we could jump over and try. We can probably squeeze in a Dominaria Master Draft. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to y'all. What do you think? We're accidentally broke the format with eggs. You want to jump over and try a Dominaria Master Draft, or keep on egging? What do you prefer? What do you prefer, chat? Draft, arena, more eggs, draft, LOL, draft. One more best of 3 into the draft. Draft is meh. Draft, please. Moonfall. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I think draft is... Wow, it's actually kind of close. Draft some eggs. There we go. Oh, eggs is making a little... You know what? I think there's only one way to settle this. There's only one way to settle this, which is a poll. That's the only way. That's the only way we can settle such problems. Okay, let's see if we can start a poll. New poll. Draft or eggs? I will say eggs is awesome. I mean, we could also draft at some point in the future. We don't do that many drafts, but this format does intrigue me. All right, the poll is up at the top of the stream. Get in your votes. You control the direction. You control the direction of the stream. Get in your votes now. Actually looking pretty close. Actually, surprisingly close. Shockingly close, even. Gonna be a close one. Going to be a close one. We will see. We will see who the winner is shortly. Wow, this... you know what? Oh, how's eggs doing? I honestly don't know who I want to win here. I will say, I'm gonna play a game of eggs while we're waiting. King O Sharks, welcome. It is so close. Draft is slightly ahead. Eggs is keeping up. 52-48. It's a close poll. 86 votes to 80 votes. Get in your votes now. Get in your votes now. I mean, I figure why the poll's going, if we can... Oh boy, that's a horrible hand. Actually, is it a horrible hand? Yeah, it's a pretty horrible hand. That's better. I figure we can get in another eggs match now, and even if eggs loses, then sort of everyone wins. 52-48 still. Yeah, we'll just put the sphere to the bottom. All right. Scryland. Yo. Yeah, this is ridiculously close. Ridiculously close. The clock is running. If you have not voted, get it in. Also remember, mono red. Oh, goblins. Okay. That's a little scary since we don't really interact with them. Radiant Fountain gains some life. Mind Stone. Where's our payoffs? We need a payoff. Wow, this is the closest poll I think we've ever done. 50-50. It is literally 50-50. If you haven't voted, vote. You control the destiny of the stream. 104 votes to 103 votes. Wow, there's like 30 seconds left or 45 seconds left. 105 to 105. Oh my god. Oh, draft pulling ahead. Is someone cheating? There was like, it was tied in the, oh my goodness, 112, 110. The clock is ticking down, 50-50 still. The greatest election in the history of Twitch. Wow. Oh my god, it's still tied. Oh, draft is ahead by 1. There's like 10 seconds left. Wow, eggs pulled ahead at the last. Oh, draft is back on top. Draft is back on top. Oh, it's tied again. 10 seconds or less. Tied. Who's going to get in the... Oh my god, eggs pulled ahead. Eggs pulled ahead. Oh no, but draft is back in it. Oh my god. Oh my god. It ended tied. 138 to 138. I didn't know that was possible. That is the greatest but least helpful Twitch poll of all time. Every vote counts. If anyone ever tells you your vote doesn't count, point to our Twitch stream. Just point to the Twitch stream and that'll show them. Well, I would actually say that a tie goes to the client that we're already on. That would be my vote. Since draft requires updating Moto, typing my password in, it's a long password. It's a very long password. But we'd have to update Moto. We'd have to type in the very long password. We're already egging right now. We're egging these goblins like crazy, so I do really want to play some Dominaria Master Draft though, because the format, that poll was like my most exciting part of the stream so far. We gotta do more polls. Oh no, rigged. Don't even get me started. We're going to court. It was rigged. It's the American way apparently now. If you lose an election, off to court with you. The people's boy. I don't think my setup actually has a way. To stream Arena and Magic Online at the same time. That would be sweet though. Is there a way we could do it? I think maybe if I had a third monitor. It might be able to work. How close are we to dying? Let's take you Mori. Play the Scryland. We need the pizza oven. Could this deck work in Modern? The answer is kind of. I think that's the real answer. So in Modern, there have been times in the past when decks like this have been really good. One of the issues is similar to an issue we have here is Karn. That's one issue. I think there's just more hate cards for these archetypes, Collector Roof, Stony Silence, more like, oops, I just got you hate cards. The other maybe less obvious problem is just answers to like Aetherflux Reservoir or Pizza Oven. So I think there's a way to make an artifact combo deck work probably. I think it would look a lot different than this. Oh, Karn is ridiculous against their deck. Speaking of Karn, I think that card's just got to get banned. I almost made a tweet about that. You used to have your YouTube videos at 60 FPS. I would personally prefer that back for arena content if that's something that's technically on the menu and not a limitation to your computer setup. Oh no, that's a Muxus. Is it noticeable? Is the difference between 60 and 30 noticeable? So honestly, wow, Relic Robber, okay. Well, not the scariest monks. Wow, we gotta win this turn though. We gotta literally win the game this turn. So what I heard, and I don't know if this is true. It could be not a, I didn't research it too much, but I heard that the difference is like not really apparent to most people on YouTube, and 30 FPS is like uses less energy, so it's just better overall for the world. So it's like bigger file sizes, minimal difference, but I am open if it's something that's noticeable going back to 50 FPS for YouTube in specific. For stream it's a little bit harder. Just sometimes it gets taxing on the computer if I got too much stuff going. But for YouTube, it would definitely be possible, I think. McCary for this 60th month. Seth, admit that you only like Phyrexia because they made us like little Panharmonicons and the face card is a Panharmonicon. I mean, I wouldn't say that's the only reason I like Phyrexia. Is it a reason? Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that it's a reason. Wow, we got a construct. Okay, we gotta run well here. I mean, seriously though, it is kind of like that entire cycle is, oh, someone's anvil. If we can find the pizza oven, we got a shot. Okay, so we gain one, we lose one. We're definitely dead on board if we don't win here. Scrap Trawler. Oh, so this is what, 4? Is there a way we can do this? So we pay 4. Oh, we're gonna end up empty. We're so close. So we tutor up the oven. Oh, I think we're just like, I think we're just short. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inventor's Fair. Yeah, we're not gonna have any mana. Get the pizza oven. Anvil. Yeah, that uses both of our Mind Stones. Exile the Scrap Trawler. Oh, and it's still not free. Oh yeah, we're actually more short than I thought. More short than I thought. Are you planning on building a deck around Panharmonicon, Yarok, and Norn? Probably. We gotta do just, yeah, that was actually kind of close. We just gotta put all the Panharmonicons together and see what happens. Oh, a little too slow. What are we doing about Muxus? Do we bring in removal? Maybe, is Karn Silex worth it? It's tapped, but it is a sweeper. Volt Surge might be worth it. Hey, see you, Mother Frogger. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful night. Hey, Seth, next season, when you return to Commander Clash, please play a deck that has every single Panharmonicon type effect. Not only Panharmonicon, but also Yarok, Phyrexians. Jam them all together for anything goes week. So here's a question. What counts as a Panharmonicon? You know, kind of like the is a hot dog a sandwich thing? What actually is a Panharmonicon? So let me ask you, chat. Is doubling season a Panharmonicon? Do you consider that's the one that gets me? Doubling season is the one that gets me because normally I would not. I don't think of doubling season as a Panharmonicon, but it does double. But for some reason, my brain doesn't think of it that way. It thinks of it as kind of its own separate thing. So now I'm not sure. So if doubling season isn't a Panharmonicon, then how many of the new mythics are actually Panharmonicons? Like, if doubling season isn't a Panharmonicon, how can Mondrak be a Panharmonicon? And then it gets, is Panharmonicon a sandwich? That's a real question. I don't care if a hot dog's a sandwich. Is a Panharmonicon a sandwich? I didn't know what a Panharmonicon was for the longest time. Wow, I think we're gonna keep this. It is super greedy that we hit our land drops, but double Aetherflux Reservoir and the Sentinel's Anvil. If we hit our land drops, look out, Gabos. Opponent. Anything with double is a Panharmonicon. I mean, that's the simplest way to look at it, right? Alright. Come on, Magic God. Show us a land. That's actually a pretty good land. A land that scries for another land. Zolfrin's. Oh, no. No. Oh, that's our other most important card. But we need the land. We got 2 redraws in hand. You know what? We're keeping it. There's no fear. There's no fear. Sleeper dart, yeah. Oh, it's so... I mean, we just have the... We're so close to actually just winning here, honestly. Like, with this setup, if we hit a land for Semblance Anvil, I think there's a decent chance we win the following turn. Assuming our opponent doesn't have Artifact Destruction or something. Runvelt Horde Master. That's fine. We weren't planning on killing your goblins anyway. Opponent hits us for 2. All right. And land off the top. Land off the top. Well, Semblance Anvil. That's what we were looking for. That is the one. Exile an Aetherflux Reservoir. Tap down your Skirk Prospector. Pass the turn. All right, no Artifact Destruction. No Artifact Destruction. I mean, now I gotta look at. Now I gotta look at I gotta look up Panharmonicons on Scryfall. We have to get to the bottom of this. This is important stuff, chat. Let's see. Is Embercleave a Panharmonicon? Equip creature +1/+1 and has double strike. That one might be a stretch, but maybe. No, that one doesn't count. Is Primordial Hydra a self Panharmonicon? It doubles the amount of counters on itself. So I think that you got to be able to double. You got to double stuff. So Unbound Flourishing. I would consider Unbound Flourishing a Panharmonicon, right? Panharmonicon for X spells. That one makes sense to me. I would be fine with saying Unbound Flourishing is a Panharmonicon. Oh, we untapped with our stuff? Okay, so we will play a Cloud Key. Play a Cloud Key. On Artifact. Play a Mystic Forge. Well, this is our chance. This is our chance. I don't like all this lagging. That makes me think our opponent has something. Land on top. Well, Aetherflux Reservoir. Exile the land. Elsewhere Flask. Gain a life. Draw the land. Can we win this turn? Maybe. Okay, Chromatic Sphere is good. Volt Surge a little less good. Zalfrin's Void. Scry it to the bottom. Sculpting Steel. Oh. Okay, now I think we do win this turn. Aetherflux Reservoir, Chromatic Sphere. Trigger, trigger. This deck is so good. 47. Karn Silex. Trigger, trigger. This deck's like actually ridiculous. I am so glad we ended up playing this deck. Just to be safe, let's send Blend's Anvil. $81 should be enough. Why can't I? What am I missing? Why? I'm so confused. Oh! Oh no, that's okay. That's a non-bow. Oops. Oh, we did that to ourselves, didn't we? Okay, well, we'll have to settle for gaining hundreds of life, I guess, and trusting that goblins can't kill us. Oh yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake. Is Karn Silex a Panharmonicon? No, play another Mystical Pizza Oven. I mean, we should be able to win next turn, right? We can just act it. Oh, we can't act it. Wow, Karn Silex is... We like played a hate card against our own deck here. Bonus scoops it up. Whoa. Okay. Yes. Karn Silex. No, no, no. That is not a good sideboard card for our deck. Oh, yeah, I guess we could have sacked it. You're right. Instead, we just got our opponent to scoop by doing nothing for so long. Oh, I wanted to do this with y'all too. I saw this thing. It was kind of cool. It was this like magic oddities in misprint. Someone made a website where it had the prices, and you have to guess it. That would be fun to try at some point. Well, okay. No Silex. So what are we playing in place of Silex? O-Stone? Yeah, I mean, I guess technically we could have sacked it to the Surge. You're right. Is our universe a Panharmonicon? Possibly. Oh. So, did you see the... And I didn't get into the details of this. I just heard bits and pieces. But did you see the Rick and Morty thing? With... What's his name? One of the two people, like, being terminated or whatever. Is there even a point in keeping the show going at that point? As soon as and like I said, I don't know I didn't get into the details of it or any of that stuff, so I can't really speak. I'm on the details or anything. But my first thought when I saw it was just like, why? What's the point of even keeping the show going? And I really like Rick and Morty. It's a show that I've liked. I think it's gotten, oh boy, avert your eyes. I have too many tabs open. I'm trying to close out of some of these tabs. It's a show that I like. I think it was better in the first like 3 seasons, but they're contractually obligated for 10 seasons, but couldn't. I don't know. Do you think anyone's actually gonna watch it? Like, what good is it for Cartoon Network or whoever has the contract to be like, you have to keep doing this show for 3 more seasons or whatever, if people are not gonna watch it? Is the band still good after the lead singer leaves? I mean, see, I like the music space. I like have been in bands and done that stuff. I would say if your lead singer leaves, I would say you should just start a new band. Like, there's some level of like change where it's something new, even if you don't want it to be. If that makes any amount of sense. At the same time, you got some bands that have replaced. You have some bands that have replaced almost like every band member, and they're still going, and they still have fans that go to their shows and stuff. So my opinion could very well be wrong on on that, because there's certainly some bands that make it work. There's bands that make it work even losing a ton of their members. So I mean, yeah, definitely be interesting. Why'd they fire the Rick and Morty guy? I really don't know the details of it. I'm sure you can look it up on on Google or something and find some news articles. Something to do with I think domestic abuse allegations or something along those lines. But like I said, I saw he was fired on social media, but I didn't actually bother to read into the details of why. Wondering how I feel about Phyrexia for standard. Seems pretty strong on the green side of things. Yeah, so I was looking at my list of my top cards. I've been working on my top 10 list because we have the top 10 lists coming up in the near future. And I was thinking, I was looking at them, and I realized I'm really high on green and I'm really high on white in this set. I think just looking at the cards that I think most highly of, those were the colors that really stood out to me. And I think that's actually really, really good, because we're coming from a standard that has been very dominated by black and red, I would say, are the two. Black would be color number one. I would say red would be the secondary color because of Fable. And then white's probably the third color. And then blue is like, not even really. It's like a splash color for the most part outside of Delver. And then green is like non-existent. Green is by far the least played color. So I think Phyrexia, if it does turn out that green and white are the two best colors, we could be setting up for a really, really awesome standard. I think it's exactly what we want to see to balance out what we currently have at the top of the format. Is this goblin still? What a weird build of goblins. So Radiant Fountain, Chromatic Sphere, pass the turn. Have we lost with this deck yet? I feel like we haven't actually lost with this deck. Well, green had a dominant period during Eldraine Standard. That's true. Green getting the short end of the stick is not bad for a while because it's been so strong. What do you think of the new green? The green Panharmonicon. Is Zor Pendrell actually a Panharmonicon? At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control. So, I mean, it's kind of a Panharmonicon, but is this card good? I don't know. My initial thought was this is the worst of the cycle by quite a bit. Oh, goodness. Goodness, opponent. Well, sack this for red. Yeah, Trash Master is kind of a thing. Oh, let me draw the pizza oven. Okay. Vault Surge. Sack a Chromatic Sphere. We gotta get rid of that. We're gonna lose so much, but we gotta do it. We got the pizza coming. About it. At least we can sack these to draw a card. We'll see how many they actually get rid of. Green Black Glissa. Oh, that card's really sweet. All right, going after the Mind Stone. I guess that's the one we can't sack. All right, sure. Well, we got rid of the Trash Master, thankfully. Mona gets in, hits us. So I think that, I mean, Fable's just a really good card. Although I wonder about Muxus Goblins. Is it actually worth it in Muxus Goblins? Because it's not a creature. That's the awkward part. Well, yeah, play the land. Scry. We're actually not in that great of a spot here. I mean, I guess we want the land for next turn. Play the pizza oven. Pass the turn, hope for life. Can we call this deck pizza instead of eggs? I mean, that might be a better name because of Mystic Forge. It does kind of look like a pizza oven. Is Jim's version a Muxus version? I definitely can see. I mean, maybe it's even worse than the Muxus version. If it's not a Muxus version, seems easily like a easy inclusion. Opponent flips the Fable. Red does have a lot of cards that can blow up artifacts. Oh, Trash Master. Trash Master. Okay, so it's not like a Turbo Muxus build, but there are Muxuses. Not like the old, when Muxus first came in Historic, and it was just like, play your Phyrexian Towers, do everything to just try to Muxus as quickly as possible, essentially. Well, let's see how far we can go. We really need a cost reducer. That's the biggest thing we're missing at the moment. Oh, come on. You're gonna braid too. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time overcoming this amount of hate, I think. Well, there's the Aetherflux Reservoir with nothing to go with it. Opponent. Yeah, opponent's got hate cards for days, And we got nothing. Nothing at all. Well, we finally met our match in Goblins. We get pinged by the skull. Well, I mean, we'll play the Reservoir, although not feeling great. From someone who plays a similar deck in Historic, keep in mind that stacking Sphere of Mana and Star for Volt Surge, so you draw the max amount of cards. I know you like drawing cards. One from Spear and one from stacking Star. Oh, I see what you're saying. So sack the Star so you get the card draw just from it going to the graveyard. That makes sense. Burning Bush, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Wait, someone doesn't love pizza? I don't think that's true. I don't think it does. Kind of look a little like not a good pizza, but I can see it a little bit. Pizza in the face. Who doesn't like pizza? So you're telling me y'all you check your eggs and you don't like pizza? And I thought we were friends. Have you seen Jun Arcane Bombardment Standard? I haven't. Do you happen to have a deck list? We need to do another pizza charity stream. About it. Hits us for it. Yeah, there's just no way. It's kind of funny to see Relic Robber going off. These skulls are hurting. The card's really bad though. Like it's turning on our. Oh. All right. Yeah, that's actually lethal. Fair enough, goblins. Fair enough. Yeah, we gotta do another charity pizza stream. Ooh, you actually have a deck list. Thank you. I mean, did we have fun? Yeah, you know what? That was a fair goblin beatdown, sure. I've been trying to not make it a win and loss thing. I'm trying to actually, since they brought back the smiley face, frowny face, I'm trying to take it seriously. I think if it's just like, did you win or lose the match? What's the point? They already know that. Heard viewer battles coming soon. Any actual date? Planning to do a viewer battle stream next stream. So next week's stream, Tuesday, hoping to do viewer battles. If you would like to viewer battle me, let me know. Send me an email, saffronolive@mtgoldfish.com. Give me your arena info and what format you want to play. If I can get enough people, we'll do a viewer battle stream on the Dream without the mana. One land. We are in the draw. Yeah, we gotta ship it. Oh, this one will keep, although this is still not ideal. Yeah, probably elsewhere flats to the bottom. All right, well, we'll see. We got the pizza oven. That's good, maybe. So yeah, next week's streams, hoping to do viewer battle Tuesday, and then early access on Oh, it's gates. Interesting. Oh, and we drew the land. Very interesting. And then early access on Thursday. Would I battle Historic Artisan against you? If you give me a deck list, Rooker, yes. I don't know if I have a Historic Artisan deck built, and with all the set release stuff, I don't know if I'll take the time to try to build it before the stream. But well, next turn could be a good turn. It's possible. Opponent taps. Oh yes, I mean, I'll play any format against viewers, because when it comes to viewer battle streams, it's about showing off your cool decks. I'm tired of the same top tier decks that I play over and over again, the Grixises of the world. But I'm not tired of just the format in general. It's more like when you play in the ladder and you're playing against the same few decks over and over again. I'm tired of that, and I'm ready for a shakeup in the new cards. But yes, totally. Standard is fine. Historic's fine. Explorer is fine. Historic Brawl is fine. Historic Artisan, I guess, for Rooker, if he hooks me up with a deck list. Pre-modern, I know what it is, but I've never actually played it. How is it? Forge first, or yeah, let's play Forge first. See what's on top. Oh, another Semblance Anvil. Play Inventor's Fair. Crack the Sphere. Land on top. Well, exile the land. If we play this, we're locked out of doing anything else. Is it worth it? I mean, it's probably worth it. Aetherflux Reservoir, Chromatic Sphere, and well, I guess we can sack this. We can go one deeper. Oh, okay. So there's the full fizzle. All right, pass the turn. About it on taps. Email is just Seth or Saffron Olive at mtggoldfish.com. Yeah, we can play the Anvil, though I kind of want to wait and see if we can get value out of it. We could have played it just for no value. Next turn. Next turn's a big one. Next turn we have all of our mana. We have maybe 2 pizza ovens. Wow, that's a lot of grazing. That's a lot of grazing. Standard Brawl I have no interest in. Honestly, I'm sorry if you love it. If you love it, that's awesome, but I have 0 interest in it. Do we just go full on cost reduction, I guess? Probably. Or, yeah, I think that's fine. Semblance Anvil, we're going to do it. We're going to put the pizza oven under it. Exile the pizza oven. So now every card in our deck is free. We just got to not hit too many lands. Well, crack this. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the Mystic Forge. Get rid of the Zealot's Void. Elsewhere Flash, draw a card. That draws a land that we didn't want. That's good. Sleeper Dart. That's also good. Draw a card. Elsewhere Flash. In hand. Chromatic Sphere. Draw a card. Elsewhere Flash. For free, draw a card. Up to 29. Another pizza oven. Not going to complain about that. Exile that land. Up to 35. Oh, that's another land. Okay, now what? Is this a Scry land? It is. Scry land. To the bottom. Sphere. Oh, we got it. We should have it. We have a lot of redraws here. Sack the Sphere. Draw a card. Cloud Key for free on Artifact. And Mind Stone. And kill ya! I actually don't even know if Yumori is necessary in this deck. We've cut it. We've never cast it. And then it gets cut in sideboarding pretty often. I'm honestly not sure. Oh, and we left the Silex in there. I'm honestly not sure if it's worth it. You know, we're gonna bring the Silex in again. It does hose us, but I think it hoses us in a way that's worth it. I guess that lets us keep our Yumori. All right, run it like that. Oh, I do want to try. I do want to try this quiz after this round to see the misprint quiz. So please, if you want a viewer battle, please send me the email. Because and I will announce it on social media and stuff too. But yes, if you want to do it, please email and let me know, just so I know we'll have enough people to do it. I mean, worst case, we'll do whatever, we'll draft or whatever. But usually we have enough people to actually do it. If anything, we usually end up. The other reason to email is there is definitely a chance if you just come on if you just come on Tuesday that you'll be able to get in. However, if you email me, you will be at the top of the line. You'll take precedent over people who just try to get in during the stream. So it's a good way to guarantee that you'll get a shot or improve your odds at least. So Tuesday's the stream in the afternoon around 2 Eastern time. We go live roughly like 2 to 5 Eastern time. So much earlier, the earlier time slot compared to today. What do you think about the new card type battles? Any ideas what it might be about? I've been scratching my head trying to figure this out. So, what do we have to write in there? I'd be very interested in battling. You have to check the timing. And if you send it to me and you can't make it, that's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against you. It's just a way to make sure that your name is in the queue essentially. The main thing is your arena info, so I can challenge you and what format you'd want to play. Do you have your cats in your will? I don't have cats. I'm not much of a cat person. not really much of a cat person. Do you know someone who tests EDH decks for pay? I don't think so. I wonder if that could be a thing. I wonder if there's enough people that would bear be in my will. I mean, I guess I would probably have to figure out some place for him to go if something happened to me, but outside of that, no. No, I wouldn't be leaving things to bear or anything like that. He gets my magic collection to chew on. he didn't have my furniture to eat. Because you know he wants it. He tries every day. Hey, what's up, Electrotel? How are you? Good to see you. Our opponent, we scared him away. We egged him. We egged him right off of Arena. Oh, so battles. I hope it's not sectors, I think. The more I think about sectors, even just like go to Space Bellerin, like this is going to be a main thing. It seems very likely that this is a big deal that we're going to see a lot of. I have come to believe that the Aftermath set is going to focus maybe exclusively on battles. I don't know if the game would be more enjoyable if every game of Magic or most games of Magic that you sit down to play involve cards that are going to make you like split the battlefield. Like, I don't know. It seems very complex. Do you think people would you enjoy that? I'm actually curious. So it would make the game more complex. The upside is for very enfranchised players who love that. Wow, opponent just didn't even come back. If you're very enfranchised and you like complex Magic, maybe it's an upside for you. Maybe that makes the game better. On the other hand, Magic's already a really hard game to teach new people, and I have a bit of a fear that if most games involve Magic, but then also you're playing on 3 battlefields and having to track that, how does a new player ever get into that? So I've come to believe that the Space Bellerin is too complex. It was one of the things I thought of at first is they could do it that way. Right now I'm leaning towards something like, I wonder if I can look these up. Right now I think I'm leaning towards something that's like between planes from plane shift maybe and like world enchantments. Like some of these planes have interesting effects. No more than one creature can attack each combat. No more than one creature can block each combat. Whenever something happens, deals 2 damage to each creature. The question is like, how do you make that a new card type? Because we know it's a card that's going into your deck. But I'm kind of expecting the battle is like some effect that impacts the entire battlefield until a certain clause or condition is met, and then it goes away, and there can only be one of them at once. Something like that is where I'm currently at. But like all creatures have exalted, and then there would have to be like once whatever once a creature's power reaches whatever, you win the battle, you get a reward, you get a divinity power that makes it indestructible on a creature, and then the battle goes away, and then there can be a new battle, maybe something like that. It's actually super hard to figure out. Skirmish, I consider that too, and I think that's actually like a very realistic possibility, because it seemed like if you read what Mark Rosewater said about Skirmish, and this is a very, very good guess, but if you read what he said about Skirmish, they didn't cut it from War because they didn't like it or they thought it played badly or anything like that. They cut it from War because they didn't think it fit the theme of the set. And it was hard to balance. That's the part that scares me. It was hard for like play design to actually balance it. I don't know if that would be that interesting to me though. So Skirmish was essentially a tiny board game that would happen, and you'd have to deal combat damage, and it would advance through the skirmish, and then after someone won the skirmish, they'd get some benefit out of it. I don't know. How would you feel if it only dealt with combat? I feel like that's kind of boring. Like if they make a new card type and all it does is it's just a combat mechanic, like every Boros mechanic and every guild set or 2-color set ever, like is that even intriguing? I don't know. That wouldn't be that intriguing to me. At least like when we got Planeswalkers can go in a bunch of different decks. We've had very aggro Planeswalkers. We have very controlling Planeswalkers. We got mid-range Planeswalkers. We got combo Planeswalkers. It feels like a card type. If battles is like, here's this thing that gives you a little reward when you attack. I don't know. Like, to me, that feels just like every Boros mechanic. But I feel like it can't be something like that either, though, because if it's just something little like that, why make a new card type? Why do the Atraxa thing? Why have it be pretty hyped? Like, if it's not big and impactful, what's the point? That's the other thing I've seen people say is like, oh, what about like Saga? Because someone suggested like something similar to read ahead sagas. There's sagas, but you control the order of the lore counters, so you can, which is kind of very like read aheady, but not exactly. But if it's something like that, when you're thinking about what this could be, you gotta also remember, could they just do it with another card type? Like if it was gonna be, wow, a lot of red decks. If it was gonna be sagas or something very similar to sagas, well, we gotta keep that. If it's gonna be sagas or something similar to sagas, wouldn't it just be an enchantment? Why would you make an entirely new card type to do that? So it's gonna be very interesting. I go back and forth between being very excited and very scared. I go back and forth with being like really hyped, like, oh, this is gonna be so sweet. We get a brand new card type, something we've never seen before. Boy, Eidolons. What is it with these red decks and their Eidolons? I go back and forth between those two things. Either it's gonna be super sweet, or it's gonna just straight up break the game, or maybe both. Like it's sweet and break the game. I think breaking the game is very likely. I think when it comes down to it, there's just such a long history of new things being broken that, oh yeah, we're gonna be just too slow, I think. Oh, we have the Semblance Anvil and the Reservoir. We need a land here desperately. Yeah, that's not a land. I don't think this is gonna be fast enough. Radiant Fountain is a good land. I'll tap it down. If we win this one, that would be impressive. We needed to be able to play Semblance at... Oh, all right. Yeah. Double Eidolon here is just GG. Yeah, I worry about companions and how busted that was. That's something that scares me. But really, if you go through the history of new things in the game, pretty much they're all broken at first. there's a pretty long history of Wizards does new thing, and because it's new and they don't have as much experience balancing it, it ends up, and because they want it to be played, like the nightmare, the absolute worst thing for Wizards is you have battle and everyone's like, wow, this sucks, no one plays it. That's what can't happen. That is the one thing that can't happen. It cannot happen. That is the nightmare for Wizards. So they do a new thing, and this goes with any new thing. Like, they do a new thing, they can't have it be bad. That's a nightmare. That is absolutely the disaster. So they have to make sure it's good. So they err on the side of making sure that it's, you know, maybe a little too strong if everything. Plus, they don't have years of experience balancing things. So they don't have that knowledge to draw on. So you end up with, like, first time equipments came around. Skull Clamp, broken. First time vehicles came around. Smuggler's Copper, even Heart of Kieran, pretty broken. Static abilities on Planeswalkers. Oh my god, War of the Spark, still being punished by cards like Karn and Teferi, like huge mistakes. Companion, broken. So whenever they try to do something that's, and this isn't just any normal mechanic. If they're going to be like, okay, we made Battalion or whatever, the 90th time we did, you know, some sort of combat mechanic, they have pretty good knowledge there. Like your balancing of past attacking mechanics will probably allow you to balance something like that pretty well. But if you're doing something brand new, and it also makes me nervous that they actually said that balance was, I believe at least, if I remember reading the article correctly, that balancing skirmish was one of the challenges of it. So that part scares me. I'm still excited for it though. Oh, Thrun. How good do you think Thrun's gonna be? I think Thrun might actually be pretty good. Like, Thrun, it kind of beats Shieldred, right? For the most part. Yeah, let's Mind Stone. I feel like Thrun kind of beats Shieldred. It doesn't on defense, but it definitely does on offense. Opponent gets and hits us. Not a land, eh? Well, Cloud Key. Ouch. On Artifact. Pass the turn. Opponent's very good at drawing. Oh, jeez. Opponent is masterful with these Eidolon draws. Masterful. Well, Aetherflux Reservoir. Mind Stone. Elsewhere Flask. Oh, Volt Search, but no mana for it. Okay. Pass the turn, pass the turn. About it. Well, we'll see. Do we live? Can we somehow beat Double Eidolon? Static Discharge. Down to 9. Down to 3. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Buried Ruin. Okay, so we have to literally win the game this turn. So play the land. 1, 2, 3. Mystic Forge. Gain a life. Oh, another Mystic Forge on top. Okay, okay, chat, help me. I should have been paying attention to this. So if I Volt Surge, do we die? Or do we gain life? We die first? I think is how this was stacking up before. That's not ideal. Okay, we die. So what do we do? So what can we do? No. I don't think there's any way to do it, right? Ah, so close. Oh, they got it just that. That static discharge was just enough damage for him. Yeah. Wow. We were gonna beat double. We would have beat double Eidolon too. Did I check out the Thrun Brew? I did not see a Thrun Brew. Did you send a Thrun Brew? Had you played the Forge, you would win. Well, if we play the Forge, though, we don't have any mana. So then we can't Volt Surge or do anything, right? That's the issue with playing the Forge. Forge gains you 2, then elsewhere. I mean, Forge. So if we play Forge, we can barely stay alive, but then we can't do anything though, right? We needed, yeah. If we weren't completely out of mana, I think that would have worked. If we had a little bit more mana, then I think Forge was the way to go. Because then, yeah, because then they just still get to untap and attack us with everything. Can we hear this sound? What is? I don't think a pizza oven makes a sound, does it? I worked at a pizzeria for a while. I'm pretty sure pizza ovens are pretty quiet. At least that was my experience. Maybe like a not even that, I don't think. Yeah, they're quiet. All right. Zelfred's Void, Mind Stone. I mean, we're looking for two things. Pizza ovens and ether flux reservoirs. All right, Pestered. Let's see this Thrun deck. Thrun for standard. Ooh, Upright Caretaker, eh? I mean, Thrun works well with Caretaker. Getting some. So it says like a little bit Voltron-y almost. Liliana. Uh-oh.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
I wonder if a creature land could fit in here to be able to attack planeswalkers. Opponent passes. Oh, even more lands. Well, okay. That's a few too many lands. Crack the Chromatic Star, draw Mind Stone. Zalfrin's Void. That is a pizza oven, though. Semblance Anvil. Exile Sculpting Steel. Mind Stone. Go. Alright. No interaction, Orzhov. Gideon of the Trials, okay. Well, this means we're gonna have to gain a lot of life. We're gonna have to shoot down the Gideon and then try to win. Well, okay. Pizza oven. Scrap trawler. Sleeper dart. Sculpting steel. The pizza oven. Exiles. Alfred's Void. Radiant Fountain. Scrap Trawler number 2. And I guess that's... Actually, we can exile that. Okay. Actually, do we draw? Let's wait. We can't win this turn anyway. All right, pass the turn. Double Scrap Trawler is kind of nice. I mean, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. Right now, we're playing eggs. Oh, they might be missing some of the retro artifacts. All right, sack the Sleeper Dart to get it in the graveyard. Sack the Scrap Trawler to get back the Sleeper Dart. I mean, next turn's going to be really good. We got a handful of action. We got pizza ovens for days. This should be enough. Oh, yeah. Mox Opal would be absurd in this deck. About it. And we made them take down Liliana, so we don't got to worry about that going off. In a list of the latest season's news, I dedicated Pearl Jam Smile to you. If you don't know it, play it. Ooh, well, thank you so much. I will have to listen to it again. It's been a while since I've listened to much Pearl Jam, so I'm gonna have to check it out. All right, Zemla's Anvil. Everything's about to be free. And we just gotta find the Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, hopefully we win the turn that Reservoir comes down. That's the hope, at least. All right, artifacts cost 4 less. Pizza oven, Cloud Key. Artifacts cost 5 less. Sleeper Dart. We should win here. With 3 Mystic Forges, we should win. Do you think Unconditional Legendary Mox that only produces colorless mana would be too powerful or just okay? Oh, there it is. I mean, I think that's a incredibly powerful card. Like, even a Mox that just makes colorless is kind of busted. Reservoir. Oh, this should be game. Even through the Gideon. I mean, we can go all the way in a half. Chromatic Sphere. Chromatic Star. Trigger. What you gonna do, Gideon? What you gonna do? What am I most hyped to brew from the new set? There's so many cards. This set's so sweet. Yeah, we can easily... I mean, we're way over 100 life here. Sculpting Steel. Reservoir 3. Chromatic Star. I kind of want to see how far we can go, but maybe that's BM. Sleeper Dart. Draw a card. All right, now we send the messages. Our opponent. Yeah, kill a Liliana. We can't have that.
It's no fun.
Kill the Gideon. And now, and only now, will we do you the mercy of throwing 50 damage at your face. We had to. They played Planeswalkers. They were annoying us. They almost ultimated a Lillian. We ruined our day. I mean, there are reasons to go a little bit above 50 just in case the opponent has like an interaction of some kind. But so what am I most hyped to build from this upcoming set? And we talked about it a little bit earlier, but the mythics in this set are ridiculous. All Will Be One has a ton of combos. Actually, Capricious Hellraiser, I'm kind of mad on this card. Like, that might seem like a me card, but I'm kind of like, it's pretty random. I can see making against odds deck with it, but it's not in the top tier of my wanna brew around list. Like, All Will Be One up there, Elish Norn S tier, Drivnod, super excited about that one with Rada Drobic and in other decks. Ichor Moon Gauntlet, really intrigued by Super Friends. Most of the planeswalkers, I think, have potential. I don't know if they're build-arounds. Mondrak, oh, really hyped about that in Standard. I love Anointed Procession. It's a banner monogon. I don't care if it actually is or not, but Anointed Procession was so much fun to crash arena with. Imagine this. Like, just picture where this is going. So, do you remember the Rotodropic deck we played with Rivaz and the Kamigawa Legendary Dragons? Like, imagine throwing Mondrak in that. Mondrak dies, Rotodropic, 2 Mondraks. Maybe you throw in Drivnod too, Drivnod. So it dies and then it double triggers, so you get 4 Mondraks, and then you're like AO dies, and that's going to, I don't even know, make like 8 AOs or something, and then when they die, you're gonna like put your entire deck into play. It's gonna get ridiculous. It's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. What do you think of Staff of Completion? That's a card that I had thought was mostly unplayable. Is it not unplayable? Because that was kind of my first instinct, is it's just straight up bad. Is it not straight up bad? Moto came back a bit ago, but we were halfway through the stream and we did a poll, and it was the closest poll ever, exactly 50-50. So we decided we just finished egging it by the time that Moto came back up. Like, where would you play Staff? It's so much life. I mean, it's funny because I'm one of the... Oh, dear. Oh, we did not come prepared for that, did we? Yeah, hello, jerk. Opponent was pretty proud of that Grafdigger's Cage too. They even emoted us. Oh, we got 3 pizza ovens in hand. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat a single Grafdigger's Cage. We don't have an answer for it. What do we do about this? I mean, Mystic Forge, and the Gideon. Mystic Forge
Prepare to save yourself and give up now.
can still do some filtering. Do we even have an answer in our sideboard for this? I don't think we do. Maybe we do need Portable Hole. We came with answers for Karn, but not for Grafdigger's Cage. The problem here is players can't cast spells from their graveyard or libraries. It is only creatures entering. It's the bottom effect, shutting down our Mystic Forge from letting us cast spells. That's the one that's a problem here. But yeah, the top effect doesn't really do anything against us. I mean, I guess our hope is to stack up enough Aetherflux reservoirs that we can win super fairly. I don't know if that's actually possible, but that's the best we got. That's the best we got. Seth, can we use your channel points to buy a type of milk for you to use on a charity? Ooh, maybe a charity cereal stream is even better than a charity pizza stream. That might just be better. I actually kind of like that idea, although honestly, I hated anchovies. I think I would much rather eat anchovies than some of the milks that you could make me put on pizza. Oh, Beseju just solves all of our problems, doesn't it? Yeah, Beseju does just like really solve all of our issues. Do we have to discard a hand size? Oh, that's awkward. I mean, I guess we're not going to use all these pizza ovens. There's no way. There ain't no way. Dark garlic pizza. What is dark garlic pizza? I honestly don't know. Like, goat milk might be worse than anchovies. And anchovies was one of the most disgusting things I've ever eaten. But goat milk, oh, on cereal. Oh. Oh. What is dark garlic? I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, Yeah, we'll just discard a pizza oven. All right, here we go, opponent. Instead of tomato pizza sauce, Alfredo. Oh, yeah, that's good. Like, I didn't. What is the dark part? But yeah, pizza. I think they call it just white sauce around here. But yeah, garlic pizza is very good. Anchovy milk. Oh no, that can't be a thing, can it? Does Sleeper Dart work on Gideon? Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Technically, like if we activated it now, it would they'd still be able to activate its planeswalking abilities, but it wouldn't be able to attack because it'd be tapped. Well, I think we're actually just gonna play Yumori here. Can we undo this? Actually, maybe this was not the right idea. Yeah, well, whatever. We'll play Yumori. We need damage. Run out Yumori. On Artifact. And go. I mean, it's big enough to block a Gideon, which is nice. Companion for the opponent's got so much card draw over there. And that Graph Digger's Cage. Black garlic is made by heat aging whole garlic bulbs or individual cloves over several weeks under carefully controlled humidity. The cloves gradually soften and caramelize over time, turning inky black and gaining their distinctive sweet flavor in the process. I mean, I like garlic. Garlic I like quite a bit. Too good. I mean, at least we finally cast it. I wasn't sure if we were ever actually going to cast Yumori, but we actually did. We found a matchup where it actually matters. Oh. All right. The opponent left. Interesting. Left Wrath in their deck. I mean, I guess our opponent just probably doesn't have any idea what we're doing. Yeah, we're going to Sleeper Dart it. Down to 12. Inventas Fair. Well, so I think this turn we just Mystic Forge. Play Inventor's Fair, pass the turn. I think what we need to do is we want to Aetherflux Reservoir Sculpting Steel to copy it. It's still going to be so hard to go off with this Graph Digger's Cage out that we just cannot beat. All right. 2 Graph Digger's Cages out that we just cannot beat. Draws a card with the Maze Mind Stone. We're going to do our best. If we win this one, that would be... Oh, no. Oh, they're taking down. Okay. If they emblem this, it would be even harder for us to ever win. Oh, this is going to be very difficult. Oh, thank you, opponent. All right, opponent passes. Berry Druid, Aetherflux Reservoir, Sculpting Steel, copy of the Aetherflux Reservoir. I think, is that better than a Maze Mind Stone? Yeah, all right, copy the reservoir. We're gonna need a miracle. We're gonna need a miracle. Can we get a miracle? Yeah, copy the Graph Digger's Cage. Haha. If you ever come to Sao Paulo, I have lots of suggestions for pizza. Believe me, here are the best pizzas. Really? I mean, I don't know. I'm from New York. New York's like the pizza capital of the world, right? I have a hard time imagining. I have a hard time imagining that the Brazilian pizza is actually. I mean, I'm sure it's wonderful, but I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine I'm actually gonna enjoy it more than good old New York style pizza. Opponent. What is a Brazilian pizza like? I've never been to Brazil. Opponent hits us to 5. Draws a card. I mean, we get to gain some life. They're running out of card draw finally. Oh, come on now, opponent. Another Liliana off the top takes it up.
To regret it. Don't overthink things.
Yeah, not looking likely. We gain a life. Cloud Key. Trigger. On artifact. Chromatic Star. Trigger. Crack Chromatic Star. Draw the reservoir. Play the reservoir. Trigger. Opponent says, nice. We'll pass the turn. We can't. Oh, we need the engine. Opponent. Chicago pizza's fine, I guess. Detroit, like, deep dish Detroit pizza's not bad. Really, best pizza you ever had was Thailand. I would have never guessed that Thailand had great pizza. About it. Tavern style Chicago pizza. About it. Hits us. Well, can we have the greatest turn of all time? Draws a card. Up to 28. Draws a card. Up to 32. Oh, we just do not have a plan for Grafdigger's Cages. We just don't have a plan. Opponent gonna blow up Inventor's Fair. Okay. Oh, we can only draw one card at a time, too. Definitely don't want Buried. Alright, opponent. Another one. So, we have to win this turn. And so we have to gain 100 life. Seems unlikely. Okay. I'll activate the pizza oven. There's another Cloud Key. Chromatic Sphere. Sack Chromatic Sphere. Buried Ruin. Get back the Sleeper Dart. Cloud Key on Artifact. Sleeper Dart. Chain him to... Oh my god. Chromatic Star. Come on, deck. 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 You can do it. You can do it. Let's get another redraw. Oh, Cloud Key, that's not enough. Wow. Wow. Oh, so close. So close. But yeah, so far, because of this Gideon, so we actually don't win. Through the hate too. Yeah, the problem is the Gideon emblem. Opponent takes up. And then they get a worship emblem next turn. I mean, we gotta kill the Gideon, so we might as well do it. Oh, that was a good turn, too. Opponent, okay.
You won't be outsmarted.
It's us. I mean, after this turn, we lose because... Yeah, that does it. Grafdigger's Cage, too good. So now the problem is I get a Worship Emblem, and there's no way we can beat that. Like, we can't... We don't. There's no way we can gain enough life to kill every creature and kill... Well, I guess the Silex has got to come in because we don't have options. Well, I mean, what we've learned about this deck is the deck is really, really sweet. And I think it's actually, like, very surprisingly powerful. But it's still a bit of a work in progress. I think we're seeing the... I would imagine... I don't know if any of you play Best of One. This deck is probably... almost unbeatable in Best of One. I don't know how you lose in Best of One with this deck, honestly. No idea how you ever lose. But in Best of Three, the hate cards are a concern. So I think maybe we need portable holes. Grafdigger's Cage wasn't really a card that I had on my radar. Because it doesn't stop Grease Fang, so I didn't think anyone really played it, but our opponent got us good with it this time. When's the next mixtape? Does Reservoir deal damage to an opponent or cause them to lose life? Reservoir is damage. There's actually a funny combo with Phyrexia and Vindicator. Yeah, let's just scry. Do we want another Forge? If we get... Well, I mean, we have the Karn Silex. Yeah, we'll keep it. They could have Thoughtseize. There's actually a funny combo with Vindicator. Where if you give Vindicator lifelink... Uh-oh, where'd the window go? Hey, opponent, got the Grafdigger's Cage. If you give it lifelink... You can shoot it with your Aetherflux Reservoir, and then it will throw the damage at something else, and the lifelink will gain you back the life, so then you can shoot something else, and it goes infinite, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, it definitely is damage. Well, play the land. Play the Outswear Flask. And pass the turn. Opponent, untap. Should we have needled Gideon on one? I think we have to wait on the needle because of Karn Silex. This is our answer to the Grafdigger's Cage. So we need to answer the Grafdigger's Cage to have a chance to combo, but we don't want to waste the Pithing Needle if we can help it. Liliana. Opponent takes it up.
Don't overthink things.
Should we just discard the Pithing Needle? Do we have a favorite tribe? I don't know if I really have a favorite tribe. Elementals, maybe? Even though some of the new modern stuff have kind of made them less exciting. We'll get rid of Mindstone, I guess. Some of the Evoke Elementals has made that a little bit less of an easy pick. Ooh, Semblance Anvil. We're actually in really sweet shape-ish. So play Berry Druid. Do we play the Pizza Oven? Probably. Or we can just Silex, but what if they play another Grafdigger's Cage? Oh, Zubair is another good one. Elementals have some sweet synergies. Before Modern Horizons 2 kind of made them top tier. The problem is we don't want to blow up our stuff. Like, that's the issue. Like, we need to get the Semblance Anvil and Pizza Oven down. Oh, we don't really want to discard any of these cards. Yeah, I think we got to crack it now.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
All right. Hopefully they don't have another one. Karn, okay. Takes up. You can have the Ugin. That's a minute away. And we're a colorless deck. So if we play this and then we Semblance Anvil. Okay, let's Semblance Anvil. Get rid of a Mystic Forge. Mindstone for free. Mystic Forge. Chromatic Star. Pithing Needle. Karn. Scion of Urza. Pass the turn. No Grafdigger's Cage. No Grafdigger's Cage. About it. Wow, they have every wild planeswalker. Grandmaster of Flowers enters the mix. Getting a Monk of the Open Hand. Okay, but are we gonna untap with our setup? Okay. Okay. Exile the land. We get a Scrap Trawler. Chromatic. Oh, we got a shot. Chromatic Sphere. Crack it. Draw the land. Cloud Key on Artifact. Scrap Trawler. Zalfrin's Void. Scry the land to the bottom. Where's the Aetherflux Reservoir? Chromatic Star. Come on. Come on. Let's get this win. Let's get this win through the hate. Sleeper Dark. Elsewhere Flask. Keep it going. There's a reservoir. There's a reservoir. Play the reservoir. Sculpting Steel. The reservoir. Pithing Needle. Trigger. Name. You are already dead. Couldn't resist. Exile. Oh no. Oh no. Chromatic. We could get super unlucky here. It's not impossible. Oh, I guess we can't get super unlucky here, can we? Sleeper Dart. Trigger. And go out on top to the base. Yes. Well, this deck, it might need some sideboard tweaks. It's possible. It's possible the sideboard could be improved, but if you want to have some fun and do some spectacular things, my goodness, is that deck sweet. Wow. I mean, that's why they printed You Already Dead, I think. The card's not very good, but it does give you a chance to flex with your Pithing Needles. Oh. Anyway, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for today. So what did we learn today? What did we learn? Well, we learned that Magic Online was down, and we'll have to do some DMR drafting in the future. We learned that eggs. We played some creativity. Creativity was good, but I expected creativity to be good. That wasn't really a surprise. That was expected. What did surprise me is eggs was actually like kind of ridiculous and like maybe a real deck and possibly super good and worth playing. So I don't know if you're looking for something different to play. And I will say one thing I really like about this is it actually closes out the game quickly. It doesn't have the modern eggs problem where it's just like impossible to actually close out the game and it takes forever. So that's one of the upsides of this deck is it wasn't miserable to play. I thought it might be miserable to play, but it wasn't actually miserable to play. It was actually pretty fun to play. But anyway, everyone, reminders. I think that brings us to the end of our stream. So next week, if you want to get in on Viewer Battle stream, let me know. Send me an email. Get in on the Tuesday stream. And then Thursday, early access, checking out new stuff, reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you can find the old streams, normal YouTube. Tons of Phyrexia stuff coming up. One more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG If you can get a free goldfish sticker, just let them know you want one. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are so awesome and amazing and spectacular. Thanks to everyone who hung out and had fun. Wow, good game. Good game, Howard Duck. That was a spectacular game. Those Grafdigger's cages. Whoo, those are so good. I gotta add some sideboard answers to Grafdigger's cage after that match. I didn't know people played the sideboard, played them, but you didn't. It was very good. But most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, voting, having fun. I love y'all. Have an amazing night. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday for some more fun. So until then, everyone, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.